What's up, everybody? This is Podcast Gameoverse, episode 095 for Saturday, February 19. I am Wasabi Ice Cream, joined as always by my dude, Rick. What's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? We had to skip last week, but we're here this week. I'm excited, man. A bunch of stuff has happened in the last couple weeks. I can't wait to go over it. But first, man, let's start where we always start. Tell the people what you've been playing.
I played Lost Ark.
Yes, me too. I played for like an hour. What'd you think?
Or I played for like an hour, and then I uninstalled it.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at, minus the uninstall.
Yeah, it's I don't like it. Not that
like the
I don't.
MMO stuff in it.
Yeah.
It gets in the way. Like
It's the new hotness right now. It's the new like Diablo style MMO, and the Diablo style I like. The Diablo stuff I like. It has partial controller support, which means that you probably don't want to play it with a controller, but you can if you want to. I want to, and it's not a great experience, but at least you can. You know, that's more than you can do with like Path of Exile. But Path of Exile is just like a straight up Diablo with like multiplayer elements to it. Whereas the Lost Ark is like a straight up MMO with Diablo elements to it.
Yep.
And the MMO shit is just not what I want.
Yeah, same. I was the MMO shit was getting in the way like bad for me, and it sucks because like the gameplay is like pretty solid. Like,
Yeah.
I was playing as the monk, which I didn't know. I knew like some of the classes were gender locked, but I didn't know the subclasses were gender locked too. So I thought, I looked at the monk male, monk female side by side. I saw that the stats are the same, so I was like, okay, cool, it's just the same, so it doesn't matter which one I pick. But I guess the subclass of monk is different for each one. But whatever. I
didn't realize.
Yeah, I ended up playing as a male monk, and it's still fun. Like, it's really cool. Each ability works differently. There's some that you charge to attack. There's some that do a combo if you time the input correctly. It's really fun. Like, the combat's really good. Shit dies very good. It feels good to play, but the MMO shit just, it fucking bogs it down so hard, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's the free to play shit that gets in the way, honestly.
Well, I didn't really encounter the free to play shit. Like, I don't know when like what's the free to play bullshit that's in it.
By free to play bullshit, I mean like all the different currencies. I already know it's gonna be a problem. There's like 6 different currencies the game has. And it has like daily login bonuses for each currency. It's really annoying. I saw it immediately and I was immediately like, oh, I'm not gonna like this. This is gonna be a really fucking annoying later. Yeah, that was my beef with it. I might try it again later. I only played it for like an hour. And honestly, most of it was just like, here's how the MMO shit works in this game. Here's where y'all... It takes so long to fucking...
Yeah, it's like, here's your mount. Go talk to this guy and get your mount.
Yeah.
And then go to this and learn how to cook food or some shit like that.
Yeah, and it's like that for like 30 minutes. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like... And the opening is, there's like an opening like prologue. I don't know if it was, what class did you pick? I don't know if it was the same.
I picked the magician.
The magician? And I don't know how it started out for you, but for me, it gave me a little rundown on my character. Like, it told me their backstory. And then I'm on a boat, we're landing on an island, and I'm helping this expedition. I don't know if that's how it started for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So that part, like, takes a minute, too. Like...
I think they do let you skip it.
Yeah, it lets you skip it, but then you don't learn how to play the game, so...
Yeah.
And graphically speaking, like, the character models look kind of gross. Like, it's just me, but the character models, like, not look that good.
I thought it looked all right for
The
what it
environment
is.
looks good, but once you zoom into the characters, it's like,
Oh,
I don't know, it would just be, but when I zoom into the characters, they look really bad. And the cutscenes, the character models don't look good in the cutscenes either, which I do
yeah,
appreciate it doing like actual like in-engine cutscenes with proper like camera angles. It's not doing
yeah,
the Diablo thing with like RPG text boxes or well, actually every ARPG does the text box thing. I can't think of any other ARPG that has like proper in-game cutscenes with like different camera angles and stuff. Um, but no, there's a lot to like about it, but there's a lot to like dislike about it too. Like the MMO stuff is really annoying. And if you don't want like an MMO style ARPG, then you might not like this.
yeah.
I was uh I was looking up, this is gonna sound funny, but I was looking up some reviews for some other ARPGs. I was looking for something to scratch that itch, you know? And
Uh,
this guy was talking about what's really funny. He said, so he was talking about this game and he was like, so there's a story here. So you either care about the story or you're an ARPG fan.
exactly.
And I thought that was really funny because yeah, when I play RPGs, it's not for the story. It's to fuck shit up, get bigger numbers, find loot.
So I actually did play another. So after I was unfulfilled by Lost Ark, I went
Yeah,
and played a lesser known ARPG that I really
yeah,
enjoy that no one ever fucking talks about, which
yeah.
is Warhammer Chaosbane.
I heard about that. I heard it's
Um,
actually pretty solid. It rips off
this
Diablo hard, but I heard
it
it's really
does,
solid.
it does. But if you're gonna if you're gonna make one of these at this point, I think it's beneficial to rip off Diablo hard.
Okay.
And this game is the only other fucking one that I found that takes the controller shit straight from fucking Diablo 3 and does
Yeah,
it on PC. So you have a dedicated controller UI. If you use a controller, a dedicated UI just for controller on PC.
that's good. Okay, so how is the game though? Like, is it a solid
It's like
ARPG?
it starts off slow, but it has a lot of fucking options. Like it's
Yeah,
surprisingly deep. Um, like there's like several different active skills that you can switch between at any time and just put it on anything. And as you level up, you unlock more and you can mix and match them and upgrade them and kind of customize them to your liking. Um, combine them however you want. And then there's like a whole separate skill tree that expands even further. So you can like uh, add skills to the tree and develop your character different ways. And it gives you 4 different skill trees that, or they're the same ones, but you can switch between them. So like you can have different builds and you can swap between them whenever you want.
okay, that's really cool. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. It's it took me when I first played this fucking game when it first came out. I played it the day it came out, and I was like, this is just bland and boring. Which it kind of like starts off a little bland, but the deeper you get into it, it's just it like I don't know, like it really scratches that itch for me. It's super.
That's what everyone tells me. All the reviews I've heard are like the first like chunk of the game is very generic and almost not worth playing. But then once you like dig under that surface a little bit, it can get really, really good.
Yeah.
I might
So
check it out then, because I've been looking for something to scratch that itch. I'm playing Grim Dawn a lot, and that definitely helps. But Grim Dawn is very narrative heavy and exploration heavy.
yeah,
It's not like Diablo where it's like go 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 kill shit kill shit kill shit.
yeah,
It's a lot of it's like narrative choice making, exploring the environment, which is cool. But if I want something that'll give me that same like high running rifts in Diablo 3, and so far nothing's done that yet.
yeah. This is straight up fucking Diablo. I think the audio might be
Okay,
fucked up on this, but
I
it's
think it's
it's
down fine.
it's straight up Diablo. Yeah, but I think when I play the video like this, if you don't know, there's like a video component to this podcast. I think when I play the video for this. It like, oh yeah, there it is. There it is. We got it. I got it.
Cool. Yeah, it looks good though. Like it looks okay, good. It looks like Diablo, but that's not. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like
it looks like
I
Diablo.
want
It
something that
plays
plays
like
like.
Diablo. It plays like Diablo,
Okay,
and
so I might go check it out then.
yeah,
Just something that'll scratch
especially
that itch because I
it's
refuse to play the Activision. I refuse to play anything
yeah,
Blizzard
yeah. But
because
like
of obvious
especially
reasons.
if you want something with controller support, like this is that game. There ain't nothing else that's doing it like this. So or well, except Diablo, but you have to play it on console. That's the thing. Only the console version of Diablo has that controller shit. But this gives you
Yeah, the
both.
console version of Diablo is a different beast from the PC version. It's like
Yeah.
really weird.
So yeah, I don't know. I like it. Hamtaro's in the chat. What's up?
Yo, what up, Victoria?
B Masters in the chat. What's up?
OP's in the chat. What's up, B? Oh, this looks good. Have you tried this is our little mini RPG tangent. Have you played Wolfson or Wolken yet? Lords of Mayhem?
I don't think so.
So it was a ARPG that got crowdfunded like years ago. I remember reading about this in like 2013, 2014, and it was marketed as like an ARPG with a free flowing skill tree. So you don't pick a class in the beginning. You have a skill tree that you spec points into that's completely free flowing. So you're not restricted
Hmm.
on where you want to go with the skill tree. And it looks really good. I played a little bit of it when it was like its super early beta, and I was like, okay, I don't like this. So I returned it. Um, but this was like years ago, and it was in very, very, very early beta, and it's got its full release, and I've heard it's really good. We should check that out, I think. But it's still like $40. I don't know if I want to invest $40 into it yet. That's something we should definitely check out and give a try.
Was that when did that come out? Did that come out like fairly recently?
I think it's been on the Steam. It's been on Steam forever, but I think
Okay.
it actually like properly released like last year.
Okay. Because I do remember talks of another one that did come out that was more like a Path of Exile competitor.
Yeah, it
But
came out February of 2020. So
okay,
like almost exactly a year ago, February 13th. So like a year and like a week.
maybe it was that one.
It used to be called, I think it used to be called Umbra or something like that until they changed the name. But it looked really good. Like graphically, it looks really nice. The gameplay looks really fun. I heard the pets are like really broken. That's something that they need to work on.
Uh,
Every review I've mentioned is like, I'll go pet build because that's like the most broken build right now. But it looks like fun, and it's something like if you buy it, I'll buy it. It's something we can play.
okay. Well,
Um,
just get Warhammer and we'll play that.
yeah, I can do that. It's probably cheaper than Vulcan. Let me
Well, it
see.
was on sale. It was like the game and all the DLC was on sale. That's why I went back into it because I got all the
What's
DLC.
the Chaosbane, right? Is the subtitle for it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know there's a lot of Warhammer
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, I can't just type in Warhammer and find it. I gotta like know what the subtitle is. Chaosbane. Okay, so it's like $30 still.
uh,
Maybe we'll check it out. There's different DLC characters that are like that are okay.
there's only like two,
I
I
can look into
think.
that. Yeah, that might be worth looking into. I'm gonna add it to my wish list. I'm gonna see if I can find it on GOG or something or Green Man Gaming.
Yeah,
But no, yeah, I'm looking for something to like scratch that itch, and Lost Ark didn't do it, so
it did
I might
not
give
do it.
Warhammer a shot. No, it did not. It sucks. It's a solid game. It's just the MMO stuff I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm not an MMO guy, so whatever. Anything else you've been playing you want to tell the people about?
The only other thing I played just a little bit, as a tiny bit of, was Infernax.
I played a little bit of that too. What'd you think?
Okay. It's dope. It's fucking dope.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
dope.
Simon's
It's
Quest mixed with Zelda
like
2 mixed with
yes,
some Metroid.
yes, it's good. It's really good. I
Yeah.
played for about an hour and a half. How far in did you get with it?
That was about as far as I got. I got to like the town and then like I killed a monster and then I was like, okay, this is a good stopping point.
Got to the first town. Okay, I got a little bit
Yeah.
past that, so I can kind of go into a little bit more detail. There's quite a bit after it. So like if you go through the town, you can talk to people, and people just give you quests, and
Oh.
it's not like, and they're pretty engaging. Like one was, oh, go to this like graveyard. There's a skeleton over there that's desecrating my husband's grave. Go to the graveyard and fucking teach it a lesson. And you show up, and it's like a whole ass boss fight. Like the skeleton shows up and has its own intro. It's like this big skeleton knight, and you fight it, and it gives you like a ton of XP for killing it. And there's this other quest from this guy, and this is backtracking, by the way. So once you go to the town, you have to go back to this like graveyard that you already passed to fight it, and it's really cool. And the layout of the enemies are different on the way back than when you first went through to get to the town. So there's a
Oh.
lot there to like keep it interesting. There's this other mission this dude gave me. It was like, oh, go kill. I've been away from my farm for so long. I've been serving in the military. I've been serving the guard here, protecting the town. Can you take these keys to my farm and just go check it out? Make sure there's nothing in there like fucking up with my stuff. And you show up, and there's like a necromancer zombie, and there's a whole ass boss fight with this thing where he teleports around the farm, the barn, and he's summoning zombies to get between you and him. So you got to kill the zombies to get to him. Like it's really cool. Like I was surprised like how engaging this combat was and how engaging the boss fights were. The game's hard as fuck in the beginning, by the way. I don't know like what difficulty you were playing on, but I was playing on classic,
Normal, yeah.
and it was fucking hard as shit, dude. Like there's this these little imp things that jump around. They do like 2 damage to you, and your health is, you only have 4 like bars of health. So easily you can get killed. You gotta start all the way back from your last checkpoint. But once I got to the town, I was actually able to upgrade my armor, upgrade my health, and even get extra lives. And it's been easy since then. Like it's been manageable since then. So if you're playing it, anyone listening, if you're playing it, you're struggling for that first little bit. Once you get to that first town, you can start buying upgrades. The game gets so much easier. But no, it's a lot of fun. It's made by Berserker Studios. This is their first, like I think their first proper release on Steam, but they've made a bunch of Flash games back in the day. Home Run and Berserkland is one that they're popular for. It's one of my favorites. And this game is just so good. Like if you like Castlevania, if you like that old school Castlevania mixed with, I think, one of the most underrated Zelda games, Zelda 2, this is a really nice treat. And I think everyone should check it out. It's on Game Pass, so go look into it.
Do
You
the
thinking of getting back into it, or are you just done with that after that first like
Oh
hour?
no, I'm getting back into it. I just didn't have time to really dive in deeper.
Dude, I was looking up some shit on this game, and there's a code you can put in. You can put in the Konami code in the beginning, and it turns the game into like a Contra.
What?
Like with, yeah, dude, with a gun and a somersault and everything. Like look it
Oh
up.
my
You know,
oh
go on
my
YouTube right
god.
now. Go on YouTube right now. Infernax like Contra code. Like
Let's
IGN
see.
put up a video of it. The game even tells you like, hey, this is like for fun. If you haven't beaten the game yet, like go beat the game before you do this. It's gonna fuck the game up for you. But
Let's see.
yeah, look it up. Oh, wait. it's it's crazy. I think it's the same dude. I saw that. I got the code from.
Yeah, this game just it looks super fun. That's why I wanted to like it's on Game Pass, so I was like, "Oh yeah, let's jump in there and just try it out." Um
And there's the
cuz
warning. We should just finish the game first. But you do you, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude, it straight up turns into like a Contra. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Right? Like they didn't have to do that. But the fact that they did is insane. I love this game so much already. Just from the first like little bit I was playing and hearing about this code, I was like, okay, this is gonna be like my new platformer obsession, like right up there with Shovel Knight.
Yeah. So,
Like
yeah.
even this first cutscene, like they changes the character model in that first cutscene too. Like it's insane how much work they put into that.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like this game is dope. And like Wasabi was saying, and if I'm listening, like it's on Game Pass, so go check it out. And even if you don't have Game Pass, like it's $20 everywhere else, and it's definitely from what I played so far, it's worth the $20.
Do these it's sometimes it gives you like little branching dialogue options. Do those ever pay off, do you know? Or
I'm glad you asked. So the only one that's come up for me is that first one,
yeah.
and it does pay off in the sense that if you choose to kill him before, unless but and not let him live, he doesn't transform into that monster, so you don't get that boss fight. So you don't get that XP from that boss fight
Yeah.
because that boss fight gives you like just enough XP to level up like one of your stats right there in the beginning. And honestly, you fucking need it because like that next stretch until you get to that first town is fucking hard.
Yeah.
At least I think it's hard. So you need that. I would recommend for that first part, definitely fight that boss. The boss isn't that hard, which is crazy. Because it looks fucking threatening as shit, but the boss isn't that hard. And once you kill him, upgrade. I recommend upgrading your power because then you can kill almost everything in like 1 to 2 shots. Because there are these zombies that if you don't upgrade that power, they take like 4 shots to take down. It's fucking ridiculous.
Shit.
Um, yeah, the first chunk of that game is like artificially difficult because you don't have any upgrades. So it takes forever to kill anything. Stuff does so much damage to you. You only have like 4 HP. There's this, like I said, there's this monster there that's like this imp. That's like the flea man from Castlevania. It jumps around. It's got a really like annoying pattern, and it knocks off like 2 health, and you only have 4 HP. So 2 hits from this fucking thing, and it just kills you. And it takes like 2 hits to kill it. So it's really easy to just get fucking wiped out by that thing if you're not being careful.
Yeah.
That would like kill me every time I played through it. And that was the thing that was fucking with me during that first chunk of the game. Um, Fortunately, there's a route you can do to get past it, so you don't have to fight if you don't want to. But it's really annoying in the beginning. Once you get to that first town, it's smooth sailing. Once you get those upgrades.
Okay. That's Infernax that is on Game Pass right now, which you should have. So
Yeah, Infernax is good. I recommend everybody check it out. Anything else you've been playing you want to talk to the people about?
that's mostly it. I went back to Fantasy Star Online 2 a little
Yeah,
bit.
that
Um
new update still not good.
well, I haven't even gotten to that shit because I was caught in like a wall that I just could not pass with the story because it forces you to do the story. It forces you to level up to like get your battle points to a certain point before you can do anything else. And I was just stuck in
Jesus.
the story. I was stuck in the story. I have like the max level gear. I have max level. I have the best weapon that I can equip right now, fully maxed the fuck out. And still, I just cannot. I could not get through this fucking boss fight in the story. And the problem is, when you die on that boss, you have to do the entire fucking mission over again, which is like 30 minutes. And I was like,
Jesus. Yeah, fuck that.
I'm just not. But I finally got through it. So, uh, I just like buckled the fuck down and just mash a
Good.
dodge button, dodging like a lunatic, and just fucking yeah, got through it. But
I still
yeah,
need to like play Fantasy Star. Like you keep talking it up, and I
it's
haven't
good. It's an
downloaded it yet.
MMO, but the MMO shit does not get in the way.
And that's something that I can appreciate because I don't like MMOs, man. I've tried. I don't know what it is. My brain's just not wired to like
Yeah,
MMOs.
it's
Um,
it's it's
I've
built for like
tried
solo play.
multiple MMOs and I can't get into them.
Yeah, it's like
That's good.
it's like a Monster Hunter, but it's this one's actually more open. The older ones used to be more Monster Hunter ish, where you like select a mission and then get your party together. This one's just open. You just run out and just start killing shit. So
Okay with that.
yeah.
Check it out. I've been playing a lot of different games actually, and I have a lot to talk about. I bought Game Builder Garage on Switch,
Okay.
and it's okay. The tools that it has you use aren't as complex as I thought they were gonna be, or as open as I thought they were gonna be. So I'm a little disappointed with that. But I mean, I can't really complain. The game's like $30, so it's not gonna compete with like Dreams on PlayStation 4, that has this like insane game building system.
yeah.
But it's pretty fun for what's there. It's really simple for what's there. The game has you go through like a tutorial before it lets you do anything else to like learn like how to make games. And it's long. It's a long like thing. Once you get past the first part, it'll let you like download other games and play them. But it takes forever to get through that first little chunk of it. Once you get through that first chunk and build this like super simple like tag game, you can start downloading other people's games and try them out. But it takes forever. It took me like an hour and a half to like get through it. And the game talks to you like you're an idiot, so it repeats. So that's really frustrating. I get the game was meant for children, and it definitely talks to you like you're a kid. But it's not bad. Like there's some fun there. I picked it up because it was on pseudo sale. You can say the game was full price, but Nintendo was offering like double gold point or gold coins if you bought it. So I was able to get like what is it, like $6 back for buying the game. So
Okay.
it wasn't bad. But it's really simple. Like if you want this like super in-depth like game maker game, it's not gonna do that. Honestly, like you should probably spend your money on Dreams on PlayStation 4. That's like $40, like $10 more, but it's a much deeper experience. I'm gonna be honest, I bought this, you're gonna laugh. I bought this for a really specific reason. As you guys know, I've talked about I play D&D and I DM a campaign. And I bought this specifically so I can make puzzles for my campaign,
Uh,
but I don't think it's gonna work for the puzzles I want to make. Um, I'm gonna give it another shot. I haven't gotten too deep into it. I just got past that first little tutorial to make that first game. And there's a Game Builder Garage subreddit. And people have been able to make some pretty cool shit with it. So I don't think it'd be impossible for me to make the puzzles I want to
yeah,
make.
I like looking at their trailer here, and just knowing how things went with. I mean, Little Big Planet had really good tools, but people didn't figure out really how to use those tools until like late in that game's life.
Yeah,
So I'm wondering if like you could do that kind of stuff here. You just really got you have to get creative with the tools almost.
maybe I'm just not that creative with it, but I've been able to see some pretty cool shit. Like I said, there's a whole Game Builder Garage subreddit of people like post putting up shit that they've built, and it's pretty cool. There's some cool stuff in there. Downloading is a super huge pain in the ass because I can't just like browse stuff. I need to like type in a code to like download something.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know if it's like because I'm still pretty early on and I got to like play through more of the campaign, quote unquote, to like unlock more stuff. But
I would.
I was a
That's
little
just
disappointed that it's not like Little Big Planet where I can just like browse like
no.
a
Mario
page.
Maker was the same way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fucking obnoxious,
it's just
dude.
Nintendo. It's Nintendo shit. So
That's fucking obnoxious, man. I don't know. Like I'll probably give it some more time. I haven't put as much time into it as I wanted to, but I've been able to. I've seen some people make some cool shit with it, so I might give it another try. I've also been playing. You're gonna laugh. I because Cyberpunk just got that update.
Pantsu, you can browse levels in Mario Maker. You can now. I mean, they learned from that with Mario Maker 2, I think. I think you could in the first one too, but it was still like discovering like specific levels. Like you can browse levels, but I forget
Yeah,
how they like lay that
little
shit out.
little Big Planet's probably like the best example. Like you can like there's like a whole page. It's like oh here's what's popular this week. Here's what's most popular of all time. Like
Yeah, but and
you
like
can
Little Big
search by
Planet,
something.
yeah, you can search. You can't search in Mario Maker, or you can't
Yeah, and
search
from
in
what I've seen, you can't search in Game Builder Garage either,
yeah.
which is like annoying as fuck. But whatever. Um, but I've been playing quite a few other games too. I played Cyberpunk. I finally bought Cyberpunk
Oh
with this newest
yeah,
update that came out. Yeah, with this newest update that came out. So the game was $30. I think it might still be $30 until the 1st of March. And I had about $10 in my Steam wallet. So I was like, okay, so I put $20 down right now and I can play it. And I have a bit to say about this game, actually.
okay, here we go.
Um, so I love the world building. Like the world is really cool. The game puts a lot of effort into like making Night City a believable place, right down to like the lingo people speak, um, who's fucking who likes who, what factions are cool with each other. Like it puts a lot of work into like building this like ecosystem, into building this world here for Cyberpunk and Night City. And I really like it. The character designs are good. The game designs are really, really fucking cool. I liked the beginning. I started out the Street Kid life path. So I started up in this like really dingy bar. The guy that owns the bar is like having a problem with some loan sharks. So I have to go bail him out. And the way like my character talks, you can tell like, oh, he's been here forever. So he knows everybody, everybody knows him. Like there's a lot of stuff there to like build it. And then when you meet Jackie, like Jackie's super cool. I like the way he talks. Even the game itself is so authentic because everyone has an accent. Like that's something I really appreciate. Like Jackie has like a Hispanic accent. He speaks Spanish sometimes in the middle of his sentences. Like that's really cool, really authentic to me at least. Um, but huge but a lot of the glitches and issues of performance are still there. And it fucking rips me out of the experience so goddamn hard, dude. Like I can be just into this game. I'm talking to this lady who runs this like gang over in Japantown, and she's fucking interesting as fuck. She's talking to me about how like she hates this Arasaka corporation that killed her grandkid, and she's like fucking like 100 years old. She's had like 3 husbands. They've all died in the streets. It's so cool like talking to her and be like, oh, this old lady is like a badass. She runs this like gang. And the game glitches out. Her hair's like fucking up, or like her phone is like 10 feet in the air, but it's still tracking like it's in her hand. Sometimes she moves her phone's floating around her fucking head. Like it's so annoying, dude.
like that's one of the original fucking bugs. They haven't fixed that yet.
It happened once and it hasn't happened again, but it pulled me right the fuck out when it happened, dude. And there's another glitch I got into. I didn't even know it was a glitch until like I resaw that cutscene. After the very first part of the game, when I don't know if it's a spoiler at this point, but when Johnny's actually talking to you, you know, and they drop you off at your apartment, and Johnny's telling you to like kill yourself. There's a part where like he's talking and you're talking, and he kind of has control over you, and you're both like, what the fuck is going on? And he goes back to rip out the chip in your head. When that scene happened, all the spoken dialogue like wasn't coming through. Like it got really quiet. Like no, like the subtitles would come up. The music was still there. The sound effects are still there, but I guess the audio for the voice dialogue wasn't going through, so I didn't hear anything. I thought it was a stylistic choice, that it was like in your head or something, and that because like you were losing a distinction between who you are and who Johnny is, that the game just it stopped all voice audio to like emphasize that. And I was like, oh, it's a cool like artistic way of representing that. No, I watched the gameplay on YouTube. It just didn't load the audio for me for some fucking reason. Like the dialogue was all there up until that scene when you're like about to kill yourself, and then it just stopped. So I thought, okay, it must have been intentional. No, it just fucking glitched out on me.
Yeah.
The driving feels like shit. Like I don't know I don't know if it's just me, but driving feels like really clunky and heavy. Doesn't matter what I'm driving. I'm driving Jackie's motorcycle, and it still feels like really tanky and heavy to drive that motorcycle around. But God, dude, the stuff that works so fucking well. The gunplay, I think, feels really good.
Yeah.
The skill trees and stuff you can unlock are really neat. The skill trees have so much in-depth shit that work with each other. I have a lot of points in cool and dexterity, so I'm focusing mainly on handguns and bladed weapons. But the cool skill tree has another skill tree called cold-blooded that unlocks like a stacking modifier. If you kill someone, you get cold-blooded for like 7 seconds, and it stacks up to 3 times every time you kill somebody. and you can invest points in that tree. So every stack you have, you can like increase your defense, increase your critical hit chance, increase your damage with handguns, damage with swords. Um, it's really cool, like how much there is in there. And don't get me started on the cyber mods. Like there's a mod I'm trying to get right now. I don't have enough money for it to unlock essentially a bullet time, so I can slow down time and shit while I'm playing. I'm waiting to unlock that. And I've been watching gameplay of it. It looks really cool. And to do that, I need to get rid of my operating system that lets me like quick hack stuff. So I won't have hacking while I do that. But I don't care because I have fucking bullet time. I'm gonna make Cyberpunk Max Payne over here up in this motherfucker. um, so like the stuff that works really well. The dialogue is acted very well. Like I sometimes forget I'm playing a game with how like well voice acted this is. Like the characters all feel so authentic. They have their own like goals, ambitions, their own who they trust, who they don't trust, and why. I really like the world here. Even the lingo. Like I laughed the first time someone called money eddies, but after a while I started to get used to it, and now it's just part of the game. Like I feel like I'm getting indoctrinated into the world of Cyberpunk, like understanding the lingo and the inside jokes the characters have for the world they live in. It's really cool. Like there's a lot here lore wise that I really like, and story wise that I really like. It's just there's still a lot of really annoying performance issues, dude, that are still there, and it's fucking annoying because it pulls me right out every time something fucking weird happens.
Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Now I played this
Yeah, this
like
game.
around
You
when it
played this
first
on
came out.
launch.
Yeah, so I don't like remember. I don't even remember the issues I had with it, but I did have some like game breaking issues where it was like, hey, this mission, I can't complete this mission because they won't let me walk through this fucking door, so I have to like stop and reload. And oh, my last save was like an hour ago, and I don't want to redo it now, so I'm gonna just stop playing. Like
I
it
haven't
was that
had
kind of
any
shit.
issues like that yet, so that's good.
Okay.
I looked up some gameplay videos from like day one, and I'm like surprised. Like, it's still pretty glitchy. It's still glitchier than like I'd like it to be, but it's nowhere near from what I was seeing when it was released day one. Um, Now it's a minor annoyance than like a fucking constant problem. But still, like it really does like mar the game so much to have like this like living, breathing world with so many different factions and subcultures in it. Like there's some cool shit here, dude, that I really like. But every time like this really annoying glitch happens, I'm like, fuck, dude, this sucks. It's
Yeah.
pulling me out of the experience. And I've done some time in this. I got like 20 hours in this game, dude. Like I put some time into this game, and it surprises me like how annoying some of these glitches can still be. They've patched it quite a bit. They just released this huge patch that added new not romance options, but added more. I guess the romance was a little undercooked when the game first came out. So they added some more to it. So now characters more options to talk with these characters you romance. One of the characters actually sends you nudes throughout your romance route, so that's cool. Um, like little things like that to like make it more fleshed out.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised like that shit wasn't in the base game. Um, Even some stuff that like I didn't know about. Like apparently the game has an option now to like reject a phone call. If someone's calling you, you can choose to like ignore it
Yeah,
and
that
call
was
them back
annoying.
later. Yeah, I guess that wasn't a thing in the original release. It just someone called you, you answered it. It
But
doesn't matter when it's
it
happening.
would give you the option. It would give you the option to not answer it, but it would answer it anyway.
Really? Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
annoying as fuck.
Or like a button
Um,
would pop up that say answer call. But even if you didn't hit the button, it would still answer the call.
my dog, she was like coughing.
Dog fart.
Yeah, it's super weird. Like, the game. I guess when the game released, you only had one apartment. You couldn't get other apartments, and I guess in this update, they have more apartments you can buy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Like, so much stuff is in this game that surprises me wasn't in there day one, like a year. How long has this game been out? For like a year?
2 years. No,
Fuck, 2 years already?
it came out
Really?
last. Yeah, no, it came out last November.
Oh my god. It's like
So
it's
well,
crazy to me like how much stuff is like in this game now. That seems like obvious, but it's not. Like it wasn't there in the beginning. I'm playing through I'm getting a good chunk into the game. I like how the story missions kind of let you take them on how you want. Like it's like, oh, here's like three options you can go through. You could like try to talk to that girl that gave you the job in the first place to see what she knows. You can talk to this Yarasaka guy who works for the company that made that chip that's fucking with you and see if he can like get his old contacts to help you out. Um, there's different story missions that I take on. You can like kind of take them on however you want, and they each have a different route to like get to the end that I really like so far. I don't know how deep it goes, how much of a difference it actually makes, but I'm liking it so far. I really like what I'm playing. Like obviously I do. I played for like 20 hours, and even now I want to go back into it and play it some more.
yeah,
But be warned, the game's still like not perfect. There's still a lot of like little glitches here that will pull you out of the experience. Nothing game breaking has happened to me yet. Nothing has happened that made me go have to reset. Actually, no, there was one that was fucking annoying. I remember it now. It was like really early in the game. So you have this mission to take on what are called cyber psychos. They're people who have completely succumbed to like psychosis from having all these augmentations implanted into them. And the mission is like there's like 17 you can find in the map, and the mission is to like go in, take them out non-lethally, so that this lady can come in, scoop them up, and see what's causing it, so that she could treat more people before they have to be put down. And there's this one that was really cool. It was a really cool mission where you walk in, there's like a cult doing some like ritual, and the chick in the middle of it like killed all of them, and now she's trying to kill you, and it's fucking creepy because she's got this like really creepy like snarling like breathing that the whole time you're like fighting her, and she uses mantis blades and she's like teleporting around the area. It's a really unsettling and creepy fight, especially with all the cult shit like hanging out everywhere. But after I killed her, not killed her, after I put her down, called up my contact, let her know like, hey, this is what caused her freak out. I took care of it. Come by, pick her up. The breathing was still there in the background, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just coming from her character model. I'll leave the area. So I fast travel to a shop to sell some of the shit I looted, and the breathing's still there.
that
I had to like
okay.
reset. I had to like save the game and reload it to get rid of it.
And they did a little live stream to like show off some of the new features that they've added, and one of them is that the the cars react to like uh your violence now, or at least a little bit. So they're showing off like them shooting at or around near cars, and then showing them driving off, which they never used to do. They would just get out the car and then like cower in fear. They would never like try to drive away. But they're showing this, and only like one guy. Like there's a whole bunch of cars out here, and they shoot at like around some, and only one guy peels out. He crashes into another car, and then the car he crashes into doesn't even move. She like just stands there, and then like all the other cars
Yeah,
are just
like
standing around. I'm
yeah, little things
like
like that are still there. Like I
no,
don't
but this
care
is
what anyone
they
says.
added this. They
Yeah,
specifically added like this feature in this update, and it's still
yeah, and
like
it's still not working right. Yeah,
like
it's funny because
one.
like in the patch notes too, like one of the things they announced is like, oh, like um AI crowds react more realistically now to
Yeah,
what you're doing, and like no, it's still not the case. Like
like if someone
people run
shoots,
away when you pull out a gun or when you shoot, but they run in like the most awkward ways. They'll run into each other or they'll run towards you, which is
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Like no one reacts like realistically. Like everyone reacts realistically when you're just walking around. People are doing their own thing. They're talking to each other. They're shopping. But the
Like
second like you do anything to like interrupt that routine, if they fucking get really dumb. It's really funny.
if someone shoots like with this many cars around, all of these cars should be peeling out, not just the one closest to you. It's like this is like I don't know. That's weird to. It's even weirder. It's just one peeling out and not like, and he's hitting motherfuckers and shit, knocking shit over, and no one else is reacting.
Every, yeah, dude, it's funny because like the whole game like is like that. Like
Yeah,
nobody reacts quite the way you expect them to, and that's what I mean. Like little things like that will like pull you out. Like it feels like a living, breathing world until shit like that happens, and it's like okay,
it's only
I'm
so
playing it.
jarring to me. It's only so jarring because GTA exists, and not that it
Yeah,
exists, but it's existed for like years and years now, and it's already done this stuff to such a high level of quality that you see them doing it here, and it's like, no, you're not even meeting what we did 10 years ago. It's like I don't get it.
dude, I don't know. I don't know why it's such a weird thing to like fix because like a lot of the game feels really good. Like there's a lot of polish there in the places that you notice that feel good, and then there's other places where it's not obvious that there was any work done to it,
Yeah,
and it's crazy because like I'm into the game. Like there are some legitimately like really good like story missions that made me like question if I did the right thing. There's this really good one I just did right now. I don't know how much you remember about the game, but there's things in the game called brain dances
yeah,
where it's like a movie, but the gimmick is that you're in it. Like you're living. The person records their experience, and you live it through them. So you feel everything they felt. You feel everything they felt emotionally, physically. Like it's all there. You feel it. And in the beginning, like when they introduce it to you, most people are just using it for like porn and stuff. But you get this mission later that starts off like it starts off super easy. Like you get a phone call from your fixer, someone who fixes missions for you. They get you work, and she is like, "Hey, I got a job for you. There's this inmate. He's a murderer. He killed people. He's on death row. He's getting let out soon, and you got a client who wants you to kill him." And it's like, okay, let's go do it. And you talk to the client. He's like, yeah, this dude fucking, he killed my wife. And thanks to some like bullshit, some corpo protection, he's getting out. I want to fuck this dude up. Like, he's like, I want to see the fucking light leave this dude's eyes. I want to take him out. All you got to do is get me to him, and I'll kill him for you. And you'll get your money. And I was like, okay, cool, man. And you can talk to him. You can tell him, like, dude, this plan's a shit plan. Like, you want to do this in broad daylight in front of a crowd of people. This is a shit plan. Like there's a lot of work into like the dialogue, like talking to this guy and getting his motive. And when you finally get to kill this dude, he's got a fucking cop protecting him, and the cop kills the guy who hired you. And then out of the car steps out this inmate you're trying to kill, and like some producer, and they're telling you like, hey, back off, we'll pay you. Your client's dead, we'll pay you. Just let us do this thing first. And he doesn't want to tell you what he's doing. He's like, just come with me. It'll help a lot. Like, just come with me. We'll pay you. And at that point, I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll go with you. And you talk with them. You found out this dude found God. He actually regrets what he did. Like, he legitimately regrets what he did. And because of this corp from this brain dance production company wants to still execute him, but they want to crucify him and record it and release it as a brain dance film. And it's crazy because the dude legitimately like regrets what he did, and he really feels like if he does this, it'll reignite the world's faith in God. He'll be able to inspire a whole new wave of people to not make the same mistakes he did, because they'll be able to feel the regret he felt when he gets crucified. And he actually goes to talk to like one of the parents of one of the victims and tell him to fuck off because they don't believe him. And in that mission, you can like talk to the dude and like tell him, yo, I think this is bullshit, or just leave, or encourage him. And even the corp that's doing this, like she pulls you aside and it's like, hey, Like, I don't need you fucking with this guy's head. Like, he legitimately believes what he's doing is right. And that's why I want to do this, because he believes it. And if he believes it, it'll be there in the brain dance when people go to listen to it. So I don't need you fucking with him. I don't need you giving him any doubt. I will pay you double what he paid you to fuck off right now. So there's a whole other option there to like leave. And at the end of it, you can keep, like I said, it can end so many different ways. You can just leave early, like, this is too weird, I'm out. You can take that corpse buyout and leave. You can encourage the guy so that he actually has a good religious experience here, and that's there on the brain dance people to experience too. Or you can fill this dude with doubt so that he either punks out or he goes through with it, but he doesn't really feel it. And people feel that when they listen to the recording too.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many different options there are. And the whole time I'm like doubting myself morally. So I'm like, yeah, this dude killed people. He's a fucking scumbag. He's kind of crazy. I think he's fucked up in the head. But these people are already dead. He legitimately, whether it's crazy or not, he regrets what he did. And he believes it. He believes this is like gonna save him. What good is it just like putting this doubt in his head? I don't give a fuck the corpse not gonna make any money, but this dude already killed these people. What's the difference in just like letting him believe he's repenting? It's so crazy, the moral conundrum I was having with this fucking story. And they put so much polish into shit like that, but AI can't react when I shoot around them. Like, it's so fucking weird, man. I don't understand. Like,
we have to move on. We cannot talk about Cyberpunk.
There's a lot of time on here. We spent a lot of time on here. My bad. I didn't want to make the Cyberpunk hour, but it's a fucking anomaly, this game, dude. Like, everybody go play it. It's $30. I say check it out. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, dude.
I gotta get back into it because I got it on GOG and I uninstalled it a long time ago and just have not played it.
There's some cool shit in there, dude. Yeah, definitely reinstall it. Like, there's some good shit in there. I liked what I'm playing. I'm gonna keep playing it for sure. Yeah, let's move on. We spent a lot of time on that. Moving on. Nintendo just had their direct back on February 9th. We got a lot of stuff to cover, a lot to catch up on. We got Fire Emblem Warriors. We got a 3 Hopes expansion to Fire Emblem Warriors now with a 3 Hopes characters and campaign. It's supposed to be like a separate campaign. It doesn't just run through the same Fire Emblem Warriors game. It's a separate campaign now, which could be really cool. I never played Fire Emblem Warriors, so I don't know, but honestly, like, Omega Force have been killing it with their like Warriors games, dude. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised this was solid.
Everything that's not Dynasty Warriors is a better Warriors.
You're right. You're not wrong, man. We also got a look at Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. It's set to release April 8th. I mean, Advance Wars is cool and all, but this game is like $60, right?
I don't know.
Hold on. Advance Wars Reboot Camp. I think it's like a $60 game still, dude.
But I mean, they put work in. I mean, if it's like significant, then it could be worth it.
That's true. And it is the first 2 games too. It's 1 and 2. Completely remade.
I never got into these games, so I don't know.
I played Dual Strike on the DS. That was solid. But I don't know. I'm not gonna play this. I'm not a huge like strategy RPG fan. We gotta look at No Man's Sky is coming to Switch. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Yeah, and it actually looks really good. Like, it's like hit and miss when you get a Switch game, whether it's gonna look like complete dog shit or whether it's gonna be like, oh no, they actually put work into making it look good. This looks all right.
Yeah, it looks all right. I'm still not gonna buy it for Switch. I have it on.
Yeah,
it's on Game Pass, so
yeah.
But still, like, if for some reason a Nintendo Switch is your only gaming platform, and you want to play No Man's Sky, I mean, this looks like a pretty decent compromise to play it. But honestly, if you have a PC or anything else, you get it on that. But whatever.
They're gonna fully support Steam Deck 2 at launch, with like touch controls and everything.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool to see then.
Yeah.
We got Mario Strikers Battle League. That's set to come out June 10th. Something about Mario sports games, man. I never played a Mario sports game in my life, I'm gonna be honest, but the Strikers games, the soccer games, always like are so edgy and like extreme. Like I don't know why, but I think I'm into this. This looks cool as hell.
The original Strikers was very fun. Very fun. So
That's what everyone tells me.
the Strikers
But look
one,
how like crazy this is. Like they're
the
wearing like armor.
they had a basketball one too that was really good.
Yeah, like this looks cool as hell. Like this looks so like intense. I want to play this. Like I really want to play this.
Yeah.
I'm just worried that it's gonna be like this half-baked sports game like their golf game was like super underwhelming. But we'll see. Oh my god, he just kicked Luigi in the face and knocked him into like an electric fence. Like this is insane. Was the last Striker game like this? Like this like violent?
Not like this, but it was like it did have like it was more like Mario Kart on soccer, basically.
Yeah. This looks cool. I might check this out when that drops in June. We also got to look at Splatoon 3 that is coming out this summer, which I don't know. I can see the appeal for Splatoon. It's not my cup of tea, but this looks cool. I mean, if you're a Splatoon fan, like this looks like it's gonna be more of a good thing. And it has this like this crazy looking like tower defense mode that looks really neat.
This was
I
in Splatoon 2.
This was in two?
Yeah, but I don't know what the differences are here. There's some update in 3 for this. I don't know. I don't know what the differences are, but this mode was in 2. But you could only play it at certain times. It was only open at certain times, so you couldn't just do it.
Okay. This still looks like fun though. Like
Yeah.
I might have to get into Splatoon, but I don't think this is gonna like change my mind, honestly. Like there's other games I want to play. We got Front Mission First Remake coming out in summer. Like this looks really cool. I never played any of the Front Mission games, but this looks pretty cool. It's like a mech strategy RPG.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of strategy RPGs, but the mech stuff looks really neat because you can customize your mech out when you put it
By the
out in the
way,
mission.
we don't have to cover everything here.
Okay, cool.
I don't have anything to say about Front Mission, but
All right, cool. I have a little bit to say about almost everything, so
Okay.
we'll see. Um, Disney Speedstorm also got announced. It's coming out in summer. It's a Disney kart game that actually looks like a lot of fun.
yeah.
It looks like it's taking like inspiration from Sonic All-Star Racing more than Mario Kart, which is better in my opinion.
Well, I think this
Sonic
is
All-Star
made
is bigger
by
than Mario Kart does.
this one's by Gameloft, who does the Asphalt games.
Oh,
So I think that's where the lineage is here.
okay. This looks cool. I mean, this looks like a lot of fun. Like, I might actually check this out. We also got a look at Star Wars Force Unleashed coming out April 20th. Did anyone else think this game looked kind of shitty? Like the graphics looked really bad?
Well, you gotta remember it's a 360 game.
No.
PS3
So
game.
I did some digging. This is based on the Wii port,
Oh,
which is apparently better than the 360 PS3 game.
okay.
So here's what's interesting about that game. Some minor backstory. I know, small tangent, but hear me out. So when the game was released on PS3 and 360, it had all this experimental tech for the environmental effects, the ragdoll physics. There's a lot of experimental tech to make the game like look really good, which worked. I mean, the game looked really good when it came out. Didn't age so well now, but it looked really good when it came out. But they still had, it was in that point when the PS2 and Wii were still like popular, so they had another team make those games. So the Wii version is basically like a port of the PS2 game, but with some extra stuff added into it in a multiplayer mode, a competitive multiplayer mode. And apparently, according to everybody, that version is more fun than the 360 version that got all the attention. Apparently, because of the setbacks in graphical fidelity, they had to be a little bit more creative in how they built their levels. So even though the story beats are the same, the games are different games. They're totally different games. And apparently the PS2 version, the Wii version, is more fun than the 360 version.
Huh.
I didn't know that at the time. And that's what we're getting on here. We're not getting the 360 version that came out. We're getting the Wii version. We're getting a remaster of that.
The good version then.
So I've never played that version. So I might pick this up just to try that out because I played the 360 version to death. I have it on PC, but I've never played the Wii version, and I want to try this out when that drops in April, just to see like how different it really is and if it really is that much more fun. So yeah, fun little factoid there. We also got Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection coming out February. What can I say? It's Assassin's Creed, man. It's the Ezio trilogy, the one everybody likes.
Yeah.
I've never played it, so that might be a good jumping in point, or just get it on Steam. They're probably not that expensive, honestly.
Yeah.
SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Don't fucking know anything about SD Gundam. I don't have anything to say about that, so let's move on.
Yeah.
Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting this to happen, honestly. Like,
yeah. Now, Chrono Cross was, I think, the first RPG I'd ever played. And that I didn't own. Because it was only on PS1, and I didn't have PS1s. My friend Christian, I would go to his place and see PS1. And
that's Christian.
Yeah, shout out to Christian. And yeah, so he would show me this, which was crazy, and he showed me Final Fantasy VIII and Metal Gear Solid were like the three. I was like, holy fucking shit. But the thing about this remaster is that it's still like 4:3. Like they didn't widescreen it, but they did add some features. Like it just looks like an upres basically. Which is fine, but you can just do that in an emulator. What you can't do in an emulator is they added like, I think there's like a speed up option, and there's also like you can turn off the battles. I guess if you just want, I don't know, that would put you at a disadvantage because you wouldn't be getting XP. But I guess you could do it if you want, just run around. And it also comes with the Radical Dreamers game, which was a Satellaview like visual novel. So that
it was only released in Japan, so that wasn't available in the US.
Well,
that's cool. Like
not only wasn't it like not only was it only in Japan, but it was only like the way that Satellaview worked was like it was like they were like broadcasts, so you had to like tune into it like at certain times.
I remember. Worked.
So
yeah, I remember reading about that. So like, if you weren't there during the broadcast times, you couldn't play it.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I never knew that even existed, to be honest. But yeah, so that's coming April 7th on Switch and probably other platforms as well. But that's Nintendo Direct, so they're only going to talk about the Nintendo stuff. Yeah. This looks really cool. I've been trying to beat Chrono Trigger forever. Every time I get into it, I like it. Something gets in the way and I just never finish it. But this looks cool. Like Chrono Cross looks like a lot of fun. Everyone tells me like it's still a pretty solid game. And how all this extra like quality of life changes. It would have been so easy just to port it. That would have made people happy. But they added all these quality of life changes, bumped up the resolution, cleaned up the character models a little bit, and added that Radical Dreamer stuff. Like that's cool. That's really cool. Good on them for doing that. That's very pro-consumer. And in the video that probably stole the show, you got Kirby and the Forgotten Land releasing March 25th. This looks incredible, dude. Yeah. It's
This looks.
I don't really have much to say about this other than fucking it looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks incredible. Some of the new Kirby transformations, what do they call them? Full mouth mode, I think is what they called it. Kind of caught me off guard a little bit. It looks really odd the way his body like twists around this shit that he like, sucks in his mouth, but honestly, it kind of made me uncomfortable the first time I saw it, but I've gotten used to it. And the gameplay elements that it adds are really, really neat. I really, really like this game, dude. Like this looks really cool. Every time I see something about it, it just looks more and more impressive. I'm probably gonna pick this up when it drops, if I'm being honest.
And this is what I want them to do with fucking like all of their franchises is like Mario Odyssey the fuck out of everything. Uh, or like Mario Odyssey and like Breath of the Wild the fuck out of everything. Like like this is the key, man. It just works with everything. I mean, not everything. Kirby's a special case, but
Yeah, much like the character, the Kirby
yeah,
brand itself can be molded into whatever you want it to be.
yeah. But like
And that's what's so cool about this. Like this looks so good. Like honestly, it's like Kirby was made for this game. But we
yeah,
know that's not the case. The game was made for Kirby, and I'm okay with it. Like this looks awesome, dude. Like who's gonna complain about this? This looks good.
yeah,
This looks really good. And again, why can't Nintendo do the same thing with their other stuff? Like Pokemon, for example. Instead of doing the
yeah,
same fucking thing all the time.
yeah, yeah.
Even like the different forms have like subclasses. Like what the fuck? I never thought I'd playing a Kirby game with subclasses, but here we go. Like you change the abilities of like your forms, and it's so crazy like to see this evolution in Kirby. God, this looks good. I really want this game. Don't fuck it up, Nintendo. If this game sucks, I'm gonna be pissed.
There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think this game's gonna be great. Also MLB The Show 22 is coming out April 5th, whatever. MLB. Moving on. Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece for Cloud is available now.
Yeah.
Have you been
So I've
yeah.
I've heard that this is absolute fucking trash.
Yup.
Uh,
Same. Same. I've heard nothing good about it at
uh,
all.
yeah. Like imagine playing a very long-winded RPG on the cloud. So if you got fucking disconnected, which happens often, uh, you lose your fucking progress.
Yep. Yep. That's all I've been hearing about it. Like it's a meme now getting disconnected on the
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts on the cloud. It's God, that is awful, dude.
I
I
don't
honestly, I would have rather just them not release it on Switch. If this is the only way to get it running.
I don't understand how that's the only way to get it running, considering there's way more fucking higher fidelity games. Like I don't know why it needs to be in the cloud. I just don't understand. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 3. Or maybe they just didn't want to put the work in to actually do it properly. But
If I had to
it's
guess, I think it's just they didn't want to do the work, honestly.
yeah.
Because there's no reason it couldn't run on Switch. I mean, it's so frustrating to like see, dude, that I mean, I've already bought Kingdom Hearts so many fucking times. Like, I wouldn't have bought it even if it was running on Switch proper. But
Yeah.
still, man, like, imagine looking at this, being like, "Oh, here's a great way to play like all the Kingdom Hearts games on the go," and then being stuck with this shitty cloud version that just drops whenever it wants to. So you got to redo all that fucking progress.
Yeah.
Like, my God,
It's a bummer. It's a bummer.
it's a huge bummer. Huge bummer. I've heard nothing good about this since it released. So,
Yeah.
we also got Klonoa Fantasy Reverie. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Reverie, yeah.
But this is a remake of the first two Klonoa games, right?
Yeah. And looks good.
I never played Klonoa, so I don't know.
I played very
Looks
little,
fun.
I think. But yeah, it looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. I
A
might check this
side-scrolling
out.
platformer.
And it's not running on cloud, so that's a plus. We also got a Portal companion collection. Portal's coming to Switch, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say. Portal on Switch. Cool. Portal 2 on Switch.
It's a good place
Awesome.
to have it. A good place to have it.
Yeah, very good place to have it. I don't know if did they say if the the user created stuff is still going to be in there? I know
use.
Portal 2 had like a level creator, right? And there's an option to like go and
Oh,
play other people's levels.
I don't know if they've said that. It
'Cause that
does
would be
have.
cool, dude.
It does have like the co-op shit. So
Which is cool. Portal 2 had like amazing co-op. Like that was a really cool co-op experience.
yeah,
So it would be cool to see if this did get those level editors, and I can't remember what they called it, but it had a specific name. That would be cool to see if it had that like level creator, so you could like just keep playing Portal forever, just user submitted stuff. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, Switch is a good place to have Portal. Honestly, like it's not something I was expecting to release, but I'm happy it is. Oh god, we still got a lot to go through. Live Alive coming out July 22nd. Japanese only RPG. I've never heard about this game until this Nintendo Direct, and this game
yeah.
looks incredible.
It fucking looks awesome.
It does look awesome. This looks like Square Enix has done this like HD pixel thing before, but I think it's the best version of it so far. At least
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Just because they have a bunch of different like eras that they're covering. Like they've got like prehistoric and they have western and they have sci-fi. So you really get to see a
Feudal
range of
Japan.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
really
this
fucking
huge
cool.
range of environments. Like, it looks really cool. It looks really cool. It looks really fun. Graphically, it looks it's really pretty. I like this HD 2D thing that they're doing. I'd never heard of this game. Apparently, this is a pretty big deal in like lesser known RPG circles. A lot of people have been like actually clamoring for like a American American release of this game forever. Honestly, the internet probably would have caught on fire if they just announced like an official translation. But
Yeah.
now that we're getting a whole remake coming to the US, the internet's going crazy over it. I've never heard of this game until this direct, honestly. I didn't
Yeah.
know people were asking for this game for so long, and it looks good. Like, I'm really happy to be seeing this. I might pick this up. This looks like a lot of fun. And, RPGs on Switch just work, man. Like, the Switch is a perfect console for RPGs, at least this type of RPG.
Yeah.
But yeah, Live Alive coming out July 22nd. We also got Nintendo Switch Sports coming out April 29th. Finally.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it took them this long to get this, honestly.
Well, I wasn't sure if they were gonna do this again, but
Well, apparently they are.
yeah.
And people are excited for it. It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this has the simplicity of like the original like Wii Sports with like kind of the longevity of Nintendo Land from on the Wii U. Remember Nintendo Land?
Yeah. The thing
How the
though
games are
is
yeah.
like the Wii Sports was included with the system,
Yeah.
and this you gotta buy it.
Yeah. Which is a huge bummer, but I feel like they're adding enough to it because the games look a lot deeper than they used to be. Like these look
Yeah.
like
But
I don't want to say proper games, but
that was the reason why Wii Sports took like if you had to buy Wii Sports, no one would have fucking fucked with it. I think.
you think so?
Um, yeah. So I'm not sure if this is gonna. I mean, this is not gonna take off in the same way, especially since well, it has online play, and Wii Sports did not. So that could be like a selling factor. But
People have been asking for this for a while. Some sort of like Wii Sports, like not competitor, but Wii Sports like esque game for
yeah,
Switch for a while. So I know the internet's been going crazy for it. I know Twitter's been going crazy for it. So
yeah.
I don't know. It might be do it, and it
I
looks like
I
a proper
personally
game. Yeah,
I would not buy this, but
yeah. Me neither. Not at all. It's not my game.
yeah,
Even though it looks more engaged than what Wii Sports was. Wii Sports was super simple. All the
yeah,
games they had were super simple. This looks like there's a bit more to it,
yeah,
but I don't think it's enough for me to like go out and buy it. Honestly, if it came on my Switch, I would have enjoyed it, but it's not enough for me to go out and buy it.
yeah.
But we'll see what happens. We also got Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival. Ah, that's a mouthful. I never played any of the Taiko games, so I don't have an opinion on this.
They're good. They're okay. I prefer
This is.
something a little bit more complex, but these are good.
I thought you were gonna plug DJ Max Respect right now.
I could, but I'm not gonna do that. But
All right. All right. This looks really cool. It's got some pretty cool some pretty cool songs in it. Megalovania from fucking Undertale's in this, so
yeah,
that's cool. It's got some Nintendo specific stuff, like the Legend of Zelda themes in it,
yeah.
so that might be worth it. I don't know if this is gonna play though, like because the Taiko games use like a drum, right? So how is this gonna work?
They use drum. You use buttons. It's only a two button game, so
Okay.
you got one for drum and one for like clap.
Okay, so if that's the case, that might be worth it.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a drum control releasing for it, or is that just not happening?
I thought there was already one, but maybe I'm wrong.
If there is, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks cool. What are we getting that Taiko RPG? Wasn't there a Taiko RPG coming out? What happened with that?
I think it's out in Japan.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to look into it later then. We have more time. Um, Triangle Strategy got a new demo. I hate that fucking name. That's a dumb fucking name. The game looks cool. Like, the game actually looks pretty neat, surprisingly.
Yeah.
It's just funny this game's been in development like longer than Live Alive, and Live Alive like looks way better, but whatever. Like graphically speaking, I think Live Alive looks better. But this still looks neat. Like Triangle Strategy looks really cool. I'm not a big SRPG fan, but a lot of the stuff it's doing is doing enough that it gets me interested in it. So I might check this out. At least
Yeah.
play the demo. It's playable up to chapter 3, so you got a good chunk of time there to get with the game.
It looks
And you
like it
can
has a lot
transfer
of
all that save data.
systems, which I like.
Yes. Same. I like games with a lot of systems. This looks cool. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about it. The name's fucking stupid. Triangle Strategy is a dumb fucking name.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bravely Default's a dumb fucking name, and I love Bravely Default. So we'll see with this. I'll probably just play the demo, honestly. We also got Cuphead, the last course, the delicious last course, dropping June 30th. The long-awaited Cuphead DLC expansion is finally coming out, and it's coming out on Switch as well, June 30th. I still haven't played Cuphead, man. I really gotta fucking double down and play it. It got a
It's good.
Netflix series, so
Did
I
that
should
come
get
out
into
yet?
it. That's out. Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Oh really? Oh shit.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard good things. I've seen gameplay. I've seen clips out of context, and it looks like Ren and Stimpy. Honestly, it has that same Ren and Stimpy humor, so I might like it. But yeah, Cuphead. I gotta just fucking go out and play it. Is it on Game Pass? Cuphead.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna check it out right now. But yeah, Cuphead, June 30th, Delicious Last Course. Metroid Dread is getting some updates in April. It's getting a Dread mode and a Rookie mode, so an extra hard mode, an extra easy mode.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to play that. It's also getting a boss rush, which is cool to see.
Yeah. The
I don't
dread
think
mode
any
is
Metroid games have had a boss rush before.
I don't think so, yeah.
That'd be cool to see. Um, it's cool to see the game getting updates. Like Nintendo, Nintendo didn't have to do this. Honestly, they didn't have to do this at all. At all. The Dread mode and Rookie mode are available right now. The boss rush set to come out in April. Again, did not have to do this. The game reviewed very well. People like it. People like the package they got. It's cool to see them add more shit to it. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it. So moving on.
Yeah.
Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings are coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
Cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I'd rather it be on Virtual Console, but Virtual Console doesn't exist anymore. So trying to push this fucking subscription on everybody. But whatever, I digest. Um,
yeah.
yeah. Jokes aside, Earthbound. I've tried multiple times to play Earthbound. It's too old school
Yeah.
for me. I get bored with it halfway through.
Yeah.
I do like what's there though. I do like the story stuff. I do like what's there under the surface, but the game is really, really hard to play. We've had a lot of advancements in how RPGs play in the past like 20, 30 years. So to go back to. That's hard. And I don't even want to touch beginnings because that was on the NES. That's going to be even like harder to go back to. But I mean, they're there, man. They're here on. They're available now on Switch Online, and they're fine with the default subscription, so you don't have to pay like double for the shitty N64 ports to play Earthbound. So that's really cool. Again, I'd rather just release the games on Virtual Console or just release Virtual Console again on Switch, but they're not going to do that. So fuck them. But this is cool. People like Earthbound. It's cool to see it. Now fucking give us Mother 3 sometime. That'd be cool. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm gonna try it. Getsu Fumaden, Undying Moon. Available on Switch. This looks good. Looks incredible. It reminds me of Muramasa, which I'm okay with. We also got Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles coming out June 10th. I don't know. I'm not excited for that. I don't care. Lego Brawls is coming out in June. I didn't fucking know this was happening. I've never heard of this game before.
Yeah.
This looks cool. It's a Smash Brothers style platform fighter with Lego. Yeah, awesome. Give me that.
Makes sense.
Customizable characters, give me that. Yeah. It makes sense. 2 Point Campus coming out May 17th. If you're into the 2 Point series of games, they're kind of like Sims. Not my cup of tea, but here you go. If you want them, they're coming out on Switch. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is getting a booster course pass. 48 remastered DLC courses are coming, and by the end of 2023 on 6 different waves, $25 each. Is that right? $25 each?
That is correct. Well, they've
Jesus.
we don't know each, but we do know that the first one is $25. So I can only assume that they're all going to be $25. But if you subscribe to the expansion pass,
Yeah.
it comes with, it will come with, when they're all released, all of the tracks. So
well, half of me is a little upset because that's a lot of money to be asking. But at the same time, something like that could make that subscription worth it.
It could, once all the tracks are out. I mean, if you're paying for that shit and all the tracks ain't out, I'm like, personally, I would wait for all the tracks to be out and then get it.
Well, you can pay for Switch Online like a yearly subscription. I think it's cheaper to do it that way than to do it monthly. But yeah, you're right. You have to waiting for those tracks to come out. Yeah. The first wave of tracks set to come out March 18th. Honestly, I'm a little upset. If it's $25 each, I'm gonna be really upset. But you're getting like 48 courses, so I don't know, that's a lot. Honestly, I think Nintendo should just do that from now on instead of just releasing new Mario Kart games. I don't feasibly know what they can do if they want to release a Mario Kart 9. I think it'd be better just to go with releasing courses. Same with Smash Brothers. I think just instead of making a new Smash Brothers, just keep updating the one we already have. But we'll see what they do.
Yeah.
That's a lot of courses, man. 48 courses. How many courses does Mario Kart 8 come with? Hold on.
16. There's four cups, and each cup has 4 tracks.
So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has 48 courses.
Okay, I was wrong.
32 are in the base game, 16. Yeah.
With a party of 3. My bad. Thanks for following Just a Position. Thanks for the raid.
Thank you. But yeah, so the game came out like 48 courses. So then they released like 48 more. Basically doubling the course list. That's pretty cool. That is cool to see. I don't know if it's worth like $25. Is it $25 each wave or is it $25 altogether? I don't know.
Gosh. My bad. They were smashing that follow button. I don't know if you guys are accidentally hitting that or thanks for following, guys. Guys, we do this live on twitch.tv/Gameoverse. So If you weren't up on it, now you know. Um, yeah, I thought it might have launched with 48, I guess, but I thought they did add more tracks and more characters and shit. Like this is not the
So the
first
base
DLC.
game had like 36,
Okay,
and with the DLC, it was like 48 that came out with it. I don't think
okay.
Mario Kart 8 has gotten any new DLC because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe had all the DLC from the Wii U version. So
Well, they did add
I don't
more
know.
because they added. Didn't they add Splatoon shit? I could be totally wrong. It's been a while. My
Yeah.
knowledge of this game has like dwindled in the past. I don't know. Whenever the fuck this game came out.
Okay, so I just looked up. It's $25 for the entire course pass. So you get $25. You get all 8 waves, all 48 courses when they release. So I think that's a fair price, honestly, for basically
Oh,
doubling your courses.
so it's 25 for the whole thing.
Yes.
How much is it just for the first? Or they're not charging individually. They're charging just 25, and then you get it
I
as
don't
it
know.
come out.
I don't know. There hasn't. I'm not seeing anything on it, but the whole course pass is like $25, which
Okay, well then that's more reasonable. That's
yeah,
reasonable.
yeah. I mean, $25 to basically double your course list. Yeah, I think it's reasonable. Um, it's half the cost of the base game to basically double the tracks you can play on. So that's how I'm justifying it in my head. Like that's a fair price, I think, for
Okay.
it.
Juxtaposition jumped in here and rated us with some viewers here. Throw your link in the chat. Throw a link in the chat. It says they got their own podcast over there, and we would love to check that out. So throw a link. Throw a link right now.
Yeah, just position like drop us a link, man. We'll go check you out.
I'm done talking about Mario Kart. 25,
Yeah, same.
25 for the whole thing is that's okay then.
Yeah, I think so too.
The messaging here is a little bad on this
Yeah, it's
page,
very
but
bad, but that's just Nintendo, man. They don't know how to get their fucking point across. Um, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 coming out September
yeah,
2022. I am so excited. I went back to replay Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Still fucking phenomenal game. It's seriously one of my favorite RPGs. Um, and this looks cool, dude. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where it takes place story wise. I don't know if it's a direct sequel or if it's in the Final Fantasy thing where it's the same name, different game. But whatever, man. This looks cool. I fucking love Xenoblade. I love seeing this. I cannot wait till this comes out. This is a day one buy for me. I am not kidding. I want this game in my life.
I
God
still need to
damn
get
it.
into like the only Xenoblade game I played was Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I don't know. I put like 90 hours into it and fucking hated it, man. No,
You're
I didn't
telling
hate
me.
it because I put 90 hours into it, but like it gets to a point where it's like you get to like chapter 10 and 11, and it really just fucking brick walls you with bullshit. And I'm like,
So
dude,
here's my problem with Xenoblade. As someone who loves Xenoblade, the game takes a long fucking time to get to the point. It takes a long time to get to the point. Like most JRPGs, it drip feeds you content. So when you play the game at the beginning, you're like, is this all there is? But no, they drip feeds you like, oh, here's more mechanics, here's more gameplay variety. But it
yeah.
takes you like 30 hours to get to that shit.
It
So
wasn't so in that game for me. It wasn't so much the drip feeding of content. It was the difficulty spikes and specific chapters. I remember chapter 9 and chapter 10 and like 11 uh were incredibly like difficult to the point where I was like, this is fucking like, am I doing something wrong? Because
yeah,
it was bad. And then but then like once you hit like chapter 10, it goes, hey, get your relationship rank up with like these three characters who you've never used,
yep.
and we're not gonna allow you to progress the story until you do that. And I was like, no, fuck that takes forever.
It's
So
funny you bring that up because like Bonus Room was saying you have to have like a minimum 120 hours dedicated to it, and that's totally right. Like because the thing with Xenoblade is that you don't level up in the traditional sense. You know, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a perfect example. Your character levels up, you get better stats for your character, but your blades, you need to like fill out the skill tree by doing like random things for them. So it could be like, oh, use this move like 5 times, level it up. But also it can be stuff like, oh, you want to get to the next rank in the skill tree, you gotta build up their trust and do their special trust mission to level it up instead of just playing it. Like there's so many little things in there. Every bar has another bar that needs to be filled up by doing something different that's not related to the actual combat.
Yeah.
And it could be cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool. It puts more effort into like developing your character, and you get to develop that relationship with your character at the same time you're developing the actual stats. But it's a fucking slog, dude. It can be a grind to get to do it. And I was surprised, like, because I'm playing the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 again on a New Game Plus, and I kind of had to like reteach myself how to play the game. But it's one of those games like once you like learn it, like it's hard to forget it. But I'm looking at the skill tree of some of my blades, and I'm like, oh, this is stuff like I'm never gonna do. It's like cook this meal to like upgrade this stat 5 times for this character, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, because I not only have to like go to a specific area to cook the meal, but I also have to like get all the ingredients for it. So they go to like different areas to buy the ingredients to do it. And I gotta do that shit 5 times. Fuck that. Um, I can't just like level it up traditionally. But that's one thing I hated about Xenoblade. But I do love the Xenoblade games. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm shit talking them. They are fun games. It's just if fucking you gotta dedicate the time to it, dude. You can't just play them passively. You gotta put a lot of time into it to see any progress. And I want to play X too, but you telling me about the stonewalling and how it forces you to like develop these relationships to
I mean,
progress the story.
there's probably a reason why they have not ported that to Switch yet. Like, it's probably a reason why that's the one where they're like, maybe we just leave this alone. Because it's like I enjoyed it while I was playing it, but there were just like little things where I was like, why is this so bad? Like it would force you to like do for certain quests. You would have to like find certain items, and it would never tell you where the fuck to find the goddamn thing you're looking for, or like what monster you had to kill, or where you could find it. It would tell you like a general region, but you know the map is so huge, you don't know where the fuck to look. So it's shit like
That's why I
that.
like Xenoblade 2, because it streamlines a lot of that stuff. So that a lot of that bullshit's not there.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm hoping Xenoblade 3 just tightens that up even more. So we'll see when that comes out. I'm definitely going to be picking up Xenoblade 3 though. Like that's a day one buy for me. Not
Yeah.
even no
And it's
question, dude. It's a day one buy.
September this year, which is
Yep.
surprising. So
Which I'm okay with, dude. Day one buy for me, no problem. I fucking
yeah.
played through Xenoblade 2. I played through Golden Country. I bought Xenoblade Chronicles 1 remastered. I got to go back and finish that. But yeah, I love Xenoblade, and I can't wait till 3 comes out. I'm definitely gonna play that. We also got Jackbox Party Pack 9, and some quickie news. It's releasing this fall. Cool. I like Jackbox Party, so
Yeah.
yeah, give me some more of that shit.
Not a lot of info here
Online,
other than they're doing it. So
yeah. We also got some news of the online service for Dark Souls on PC will not resume until after the release of Elden Ring. Those who don't know, there's some how can I word it? Some compromises in the online play for Dark Souls. A lot of people getting their accounts hacked playing Dark Souls on specifically on PC, playing multiplayer on
well,
PC. So
I don't think anything's actually happened. They found a very bad exploit in the game.
I'm
But
sure it happened. I'm sure some people have been hit by it already. For them, like they'll go and
maybe.
discontinue it. But yeah, that's
Um,
apparently been a problem with Dark Souls on PC. So they stopped the online service for the entire Dark Souls series on PC, and it's not going to pick up until after Elden Ring releases. Probably so they have time to actually like fix it without having another game to develop.
well, it's
So
because
we'll see when that comes
they
out.
think that it's also affecting Elden Ring too. That's
Oh,
why they're focusing probably just fixing it in Elden Ring since that's the big new game, and then they'll fix it in Dark Souls. So
Ooh, okay. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, let's see when that gets fixed. Um, we also got some new trailers and videos coming out, man. Wolf Among Us 2 got a trailer reveal set to drop 2023. I'm excited. I liked Wolf Among Us a lot. I think, my opinion, that was Telltale's best game. I know you have a different opinion.
Because I played them all. You still have not played Tales from the
Tales from the
Borderlands,
Borderlands. That is correct.
which is their best one.
I
But
will give it a try. You bought it for me for Christmas. I will play it. I promise. I will play it.
the Wolf Among Us is great as well. And
Yeah.
actually, watching this trailer, uh, it has reinvigorated. Like, it's making me want to replay that Wolf Among Us again, just to see
So
it again.
I liked Wolf Among Us so much. I went and read the comics, Fables that it's based off of. Just as good. The comics, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously, just as good. Yeah, go read them. They're just as good. Um, and this is really cool. Like watching this trailer is really cool. Watching him fuck up the Scarecrow and the Tin Man. Like this looks incredible, dude. Like Telltale's come a long way with their graphical fidelity in their games. So like now I don't feel like it's a compromise when I see a Telltale game look the way it does. Like these games actually look really, really nice.
Yeah, I think for this game specifically, it works.
Yeah, because it's based on a comic, so
Yeah.
that comic book style is a good way to go for it. I like
Um.
it. I can't wait till this comes out. I'm definitely gonna play this. I might go back and replay Wolf Among Us. It got a remaster on Epic, right? The first one?
Uh.
Or am I
Was it a
making that up?
remaster or was it just a re-release after all the like Telltale shit went down?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a re-release because Walking Dead got the remaster. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this looks good. This might make me go back and play Wolf Among Us again because I really like that game.
Steve's in the chat says that he also thinks that this is the best Telltale game. I think you're wrong. Tales from the Borderlands. I don't know if you guys know, but it's because that game came out when people were very tired of Telltale. Like I know they had like they were throwing them out in quick succession there. So people were like, "Oh, another one? Fuck, I don't want to get," especially with Borderlands on it. But I'm telling you, if you have not played that fucking game, it is their best one. And
I
not
have
only that,
played
but
the first episode and I really liked it because the first episode was free when the whole game got released, and it's really good.
yeah,
Like honestly, you could take the Borderlands stuff out of it, and that story could fit in like Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever you want. But it's got that Borderlands like flair to it. And unlike actual Borderlands, the funny stuff is actually funny. So Steve
yeah,
was saying he's played. He thinks it's good. Wolf Among Us is better. I really liked Wolf Among Us. I haven't played the Telltale game yet in full, so I'll have to go try that. Or not Telltale, the Borderlands game in full, so I'll have to go try that. But I have a special place in my heart for Wolf Among Us because Wolf Among Us was so good, and the story was so good. Like I said, I went and read the comics because of how much I liked the game. And the game is a prequel to the comics, so you don't have to like read them or play the game to like get the other. So I'll probably be playing the first Wolf Among Us again in anticipation for the sequel. And I'll probably just go back and reread the comics again too, because I really, really like the comics. So, shout out if you guys don't, if you nobody here reads comics, like Fables is real legitimately a really, really good story. So go check it out. Um, yeah, we also got some other trailers to look at, man. No Man's Sky is getting a Sentinel update.
yeah.
No Man's Sky is a game that keeps on giving, dude. Like,
And they actually like came out on Twitter and was like, "We're not even done by a long shot." I was like, "Good."
yeah, they're like, we're not even halfway through the stuff we got planned.
Um, I
And
say
these are
this
all
every
free
time.
updates, right? Like,
All free, every single one free. Just they're just throwing them out there. But every time they throw an update, I'm like, it doesn't really address the issues that I have, which is the core gameplay loop of it's still like a survival gathering crafting game, and I just want to see more. I want to see them focus more on something just outside of that. Like if I just want to like focus on combat because you can build like shotguns and lasers and shit, but they don't give you anything to shoot at. So it's like, why can I build all these weapons and I don't really have anything to shoot at?
I hear ya. And when we played, when we played No Man's Sky, that was the first time I played it. We played it on a Game Pass. God, what was that, like 3 months ago? Um,
Yeah,
I like the exploration stuff. There's some crazy shit. You land on that planet that was like glitching. That was really weird. Um, there's some cool stuff there, but you were right. Like, there's really nothing to it outside of that. Don't get me wrong. If you like the crafting, gathering, building, that's fine. But I want to feel like a space outlaw. You know, I want to get into trouble. I want to shoot shit. I want to get into
yeah,
dogfights. Like, I know maybe it's just like my dumb animal gamer brain. It's like, oh, violence, but you know, I want to shoot stuff. You know, you give me guns, like, give me stuff to shoot at.
yeah. And they will like every once in a while you'll be like, oh, very valuable cargo detected. You're being intercepted by a pirate. Uh, you'll get that every once in a while, but it's never. They always come to you. You can never just find them out there and be like, oh, I want to see what that guy has and take it.
Yeah, I would love to see some more stuff like that, especially since like I know I keep bringing this up, but it's like the only survival like game I actually liked was Obsidian's game Grounded. Like
Yeah,
it's got a good mix of like that survival, crafting, gathering, and combat. And the combat's actually really good. So I would love to see more of that in No Man's Sky, because that would be a great game for me if they can do that. But we'll see. I mean, if they do it, it doesn't look like they're doing it with this update, but if they do it, I would love to see it. We also got to look at Cyberpunk 2077, their next gen update launch trailer. It's
we
basically
talked
hitting
about
on the
it.
stuff we talked about earlier. When I talked about it, so we could skip it. Again, it's $30. Go play it. Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask got a trailer for N64, the Switch Online N64 port. I want to say port, but you know what I mean.
It's curious as
Yeah.
to. I would love to have the 3DS version of this,
Same.
just because it made
Which,
a lot of quality of life updates
yep.
that you get this version is kind of hard to go back to.
Yeah, and I have yet to play Majora's Mask, so I don't. I want to play the 3DS version, but I'm scared. Like once I do it, I'm not gonna be able to go back to the original at all. Um,
Yeah, Majora's
Plus,
Mask is
it is
god
cool to
tier.
see it happening though, because from what I've been told, Majora's Mask is apparently pretty hard to emulate. So a lot of emulators don't quite get it right. But so it'd be cool to see a way to play that original game. But you know, the way the Switch Online emulations have been working, I don't know how well it's gonna work. But just as Steve is saying, Majora's Mask is god tier. That's what everyone tells me, man. Majora's Mask, I think, is like the only Zelda game I haven't played, so I
People
gotta
hate this
fuck it.
game. People
People
hate this
hate this
game.
game.
People
I
hate
hear
this
people.
game.
I hear people who love this game. Everyone loves this game.
You were, I mean, maybe we're just not.
We were in different circles, man, but
Yeah, I mean, I love this game, but there are people out there that's like, fuck, they hate the timer, the 3 days thing. Um, like that's always the thing that people hate about it. And it's
busy
like it's
season.
complicated. Like there's a lot of there's just a lot of like time based puzzle elements where you have to like keep track of like, okay, this person said this and this person's gonna be here at this time on this day in this location, and you really got to keep track of a lot of shit, and it's just it can be overwhelming for people who's just
Yeah,
not.
and that's why the 3DS version's so good because it has like a journal that keeps track of that shit for you.
Yeah,
So,
there is a journal in the base game, but it's just not very
out.
useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's coming. Did they say is this out now or is this
I think they
still
said it was coming out February 17th, so I think it's out already.
okay?
Hold on. I'm not gonna watch that trailer again. Um, I just don't care, honestly. Like, I don't care about Switch Online's expansion.
Yeah,
Like, it was such a bummer when it was announced, and then when it released, the emulations were suboptimal. I don't even want to
February
like bother
25.
giving it attention. February 25th. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So maybe they fix some of the issues of the emulation, but we'll see. See, Steve's got the right idea. He says not spending money on the expansion pack. We'll just get the emulator on Steam Deck when it arrives. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck Switch Online's expansion. Um, we got some cool trailers though. Salt and Sacrifice got a release date, May 10th. This game looks incredible, dude.
Yep.
Incredible. Those of you who don't know, I don't like Souls likes. I've never played a Souls like I liked. And I thought I just don't like the genre. And then I played Salt and Sanctuary. And I was like, no, I like Souls likes. I just don't like the way most Souls likes play. And so that kind of inspired me to go and play other Souls likes, Neo 2, which I fucking love, and Jedi Fallen Order, which I also fucking love. So it's kind of funny. Salt and Sanctuary is a Souls like that got me into Souls likes. And Salt and Sacrifice just looks like more of that, but better. It looks like it's got improved combat, improved controls, it's got a proper PvP, proper invading. It looks cool. It looks incredible. I really, really want to play this. I like Scott Studios. What was that?
Is this only going to be on PS4 and PS5? Because if so, that'll be a bummer. I want this on PC.
I think that's the PlayStation like trailer, but I think it's coming out on PC too. Hold
Team
on.
2. Okay. Good.
Yep, it's coming on Steam and Epic. So yeah, it's just that PlayStation trailer. So that's all
I
they
hate that
want
they
to
do
pretend.
that.
Yeah, me too. Just want to pretend the PlayStation version is the only one that exists.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. I'm excited for it. I really want to play it. I cannot wait. I will be there May 10th to pick up my copy or download my copy, I guess. Um, we also got to look at Atomic Heart. Finally, some more fucking
Yeah.
gameplay.
This game looks fucking incredible.
It does, dude. It does. And it's been, I'm worried it's going to be another Cyberpunk problem, dude, because this game's been in development forever, man.
Yeah, but
Like,
they haven't made the promises that Cyberpunk made. I mean, they haven't really said anything about this. They're just showing instead of saying. So,
that's true. So we'll see when it comes out. It's a smaller indie team, though, so I don't know how much polish they could really have, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be hesitant. I'm gonna wait till the game releases. I'm gonna wait till reviews come in, and then I'll check it out. But if this game is doing half the shit that I'm seeing it do, this is gonna be incredible. I need me a new immersive sim, man. Something to scratch an itch that no other game's been able to scratch since then. And I think Atomic Heart's gonna do it.
Yeah.
God, this
I
looks
just I
incredible.
just like how over the top and crazy and like WTF it is.
Yeah, dude. This game's a fucking trip. This game is like a pretentious like art film, but violent, and I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. Yeah, Steve agrees with me too. He said he agrees the cautious approach, but he was burned by Cyberpunk. It's probably like a good opinion to have there.
But the
I mean,
problem
we'll
with
see.
Cyberpunk was that they talked it up.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I feel like if you just don't like if you just put the game out and don't like act like it's the second coming, you'll be fine.
Oh man, we'll see. I mean, this Atomic Heart looks good. From what I've been seeing, it looks good. So I'll wait till some of the reviews come in. I'll probably pick it up. But if the game is like half as good as it looks, I'll be
Yeah.
picking it up.
God, it looks like this could be like a Half-Life like 3 almost.
Right?
But not really cuz it's not, completely different style and universe, but just the
I know
way
what
it
you
like
mean.
feels and looks.
It's got this like dystopian, like what the fuck, like it's got that Half-Life energy, that Half-Life 2
Yeah.
energy. Like I know exactly what you mean. With this really dark, mysterious stuff under the surface. I really like it. I know exactly what you mean when you talk about when you say this could be Half-Life 3. And this looks incredible. It really looks incredible, and I just hope it's good. I just really hope it doesn't fall so short, dude. Steve says he's gonna buy it regardless to hope for the best. Good luck to you, man. If you buy it, tell us about it. I'll listen to your podcast. That I'm gonna listen to your opinion on it when it comes out. So I want to hear what everyone else thinks before
Yeah.
I go and pick it
Well,
up.
hopefully it'll be on Game Pass. I think when they first showed it, it was like on the Xbox thing. Oh no, there's a Game Pass logo right there.
Oh,
So
perfect. I gotta spend my money.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Cool. Bonus Room says it's a mix of Death Stranding, Fallout, Cyberpunk, and Bioshock. Yes, but keep in mind the game's been in development and was announced way before Death Stranding and Cyberpunk were. So hopefully it learns from those games' mistakes. But we'll see what happens, man. I mean, I've been waiting on this game forever. I'm waiting on this game forever. So it will be cool to see when it finally drops, like what's gonna do, what it's gonna be like.
yeah,
We also got we like to talk about game mods and some other like creative projects from the community. And Wasabi's found some cool stuff. We got Resident Evil Gaiden remake by Project Starlight. This is a remake of Resident Evil Gaiden. Those of you who don't know, Resident Evil Gaiden was a Game Boy Color Resident Evil game. It's not canon, but it does have some really cool elements that we would see explored later. I think Resident Evil Gaiden takes place on a cruise liner, which is something that Resident Evil Dead Aim took advantage of. And it's got some pretty cool elements in it, but it was a Game Boy Color game, so nobody really played it. Now we're getting a remake of that game from the ground up in the Resident Evil 2 engine, which looks incredible. Like, this looks really cool. I like this. When you sent me the notes and I saw Resident Evil Gaiden remake, I thought it was like a legit remake of Gaiden on PC. I didn't know they were remaking from the ground up in the Resident Evil 2 engine, like they're showing off here.
yeah.
All of these models are original. I'm not seeing anything. I played Resident Evil 2 to death, and I'm not seeing anything from Resident Evil 2, any assets from Resident Evil 2 that are in this trailer.
They're saying that the people who know the original game, they're saying like, dude, this is like 1-to-1. It's incredible how accurate this is. I'm not familiar with the Gaiden game, so
Me neither. I've never played Gaiden. It's not canon, so I never played it, and I never read about it since it's not canon, and it's on Game Boy Color, so I'm not gonna fucking go out and find it.
Yeah.
So I never played it. But for them to like, from what I've been told, it's actually like a really good Resident Evil game. They had to make some concessions, obviously, on Game Boy Color, but I've heard it's actually pretty solid. And for them to remake it like this in Resident Evil 2, it's interesting. It's really cool. I like seeing that. Steve is saying it's crazy. How much time did someone spend on this? I don't think it's one person. I think it's a whole team of people doing it.
Yeah.
The Resident Evil community, dude, runs fucking deep. There are so many fan projects out there.
But it's also nice that Capcom allows
lets
this
it happen,
shit to happen. Yeah.
The only time I saw Capcom issue a cease and desist on a Resident Evil fan project was that RE2 remake. But that's only because they were doing their own remake.
Yeah.
And after they did that, they actually invited the team to come to their studio and see the progress they were making on the remake. And they gave them licenses for Unreal Engine to make their own game. And that same team went on to make Daymare, 1994. So
I'm not even familiar with that.
You've heard of it. You've heard of it. Type in Daymare 1994 or 1998, sorry. You've seen it. You've seen the trailer. Trust me. You've seen the trailer. And I think they got a new game coming out. I can't remember. I'll have to look into it, but I think they got an expansion to that coming out. You've really never heard of this game? I have talked about this game before, dude. I know I've talked about this game before.
Maybe. I've never seen this.
Yeah, so the story behind this is it was supposed to be an RE2 remake. And I saw some cool shit in that remake that I really liked. And when Capcom sent them that cease and desist, it was because they were doing their own remake. They didn't want people to get confused. So rightfully, so they had a semi good reason to do it. I don't think anyone's going to confuse a fan game with an actual release, but whatever. But to make it up to them, they actually invited the team over to come look at the game, see the progress they made in the remake, and they got them licenses for Unreal Engine so they can make their own game. So, and that's how we got Daymare. And I'm okay with that. Like, it's cool to see stuff like that. Capcom has made a total 180 in public opinion, dude, since like early 2010s. Remember that? All that shit they were going through?
Yeah, since Dark Sector, was that even them? I probably wasn't them. That was not them.
I think you're thinking of Dark Void.
Dark Void, not was that them?
Honestly, I think Capcom's been downhill since like Street Fighter Cross Tekken. With the on-disc DLC for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they just made
Cross
like
Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah. They just made some like some fucking bonehead choices. But it's cool to see them, like, for every stupid thing that they do, like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, we get Monster Hunter World, or Monster Hunter Rise, or Resident Evil 2 Remake, or, all good shit. So I don't know, man. My opinion on Capcom. Capcom is like an abusive partner. They make these promises they don't keep.
This trailer's
And I keep making excuses for them. Even though I know better, I still make excuses for them because, we got a history. But
this video is over the top.
oh, for Daymare, yeah.
Yeah.
It double. So what I like about Daymare is that it doubles down the campiness that was in Resident Evil. So that's cool. But I haven't played it yet. It's on my wish list. I gotta go out and play it. But yeah, Capcom's been really cool, surprisingly. So not like Nintendo. In position Steve was saying, F Nintendo for being so hostile to fans. I agree. I get you have to protect your IP, but there are some dumb cease and desist they've been sending, dude. I don't even want to get into. Next mod we got is Smash Remix. I don't know who asked for this. I don't know what the scene is for Smash 64, but this is a mod for Smash 64 that adds in Marth, Mewtwo, Young Link, Dark Samus, fucking Conker's in here. Wolf is in here. Insane to see this, dude. I don't know I didn't know there was a big enough fan base to warrant this. But the work that went into this, making those models, drawing up this specific poster or this promotional image with these characters, that's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work, a lot of effort. It definitely shows for something I don't think anybody was asking for.
The way they presented this trailer too is very like cinematic almost. Like
Yeah,
it's presented like a little like cartoon. It's really well done.
yeah, it is really well done. Even Sonic is in here. Like Jesus, man. Like, and that's the original model. Like I've never seen that model before.
Yeah, that could be the Sonic R model. Could it,
Oh,
maybe?
it might be.
Or the Sonic the Fighters maybe.
Oh, maybe.
From I think that was like a Saturn game.
Oh, it might be.
Or it could be original.
This looks crazy, dude. Like, I don't know who asked for this. I don't know. I didn't think there was any demand for this.
That's the thing. There doesn't need to be any demand. Like, it could be just one person who's just super passionate about Smash 64 and just wants characters in it.
I mean, more power to them, man. If this is what gets them through the day, I'm not going to make fun of them.
Yeah.
This looks cool. I'm not going to lie. This looks incredible. Like, jokes aside, this looks cool. And even though, like, I don't think anyone really wanted this, we're talking about it. We're interested in it. I'm probably going to check it out, honestly. This looks cool. Just the effort alone is, like, getting me excited. and he didn't put this in the show notes, and I just forgot about this until now. But there are also some fucking legends working on a Mother 3 remake of all this. Have you seen this trailer yet? I put it in the stream chat.
I've not seen this.
Dude, look at this. It's a 3D remake of Mother 3, but the graphics look like stop motion. Like, I can't describe it. It looks like claymation, stop motion. It fits so well with the original sprite art style from Mother 3. Like, it looks incredible, dude.
Okay, what is this running on? what's the story here? What are what's
Actually, I don't think this is a game. I think this is just like
oh,
a proof of concept trailer. Oh, I'm really sad. This isn't a game. Hold on. Yeah, I just looked on their fucking webpage. We have no intention to make a fully playable game or demo of any sort. We hope you enjoy the fruits. Ah, man, I'm really upset now. I thought this is a game. I am so upset now. Oh, man, I'm sad. I am so sad. This is a game. I mean, it looks cool still. Like,
yeah.
I guess it's it's a tribute. It's not an actual playable game, and there's no intention to make it a playable game. Oh, this looks cool though, dude. Like, this looks like, you remember though when Nintendo did that Link's Awakening remake? Looks like that, but better.
Yeah.
This is what
But
the Link's
that's
Awakening remake should have looked like.
I thought that looked okay. I don't know. A lot of people were. But
Steve is just upset as I am. Steve is saying my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Me too, buddy. Me too.
I mean, it does look dope though. It's dope.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like the game. I don't know. I never liked the gameplay of these games. I just never liked playing them.
Same.
So.
Same. They're very old school. They're very,
Yeah.
very old school. I heard Mother 3 aged way better than Earthbound Beginnings, but my God, man, I still don't want to get into that. They should just make like a movie or something. If they made like an Earthbound like movie or like an animated series to get that story, I think I would appreciate it more.
It would work, yeah.
I think it would work very well. But oh well. This looks cool though. I wish this was more than just a proof of concept, but this looks cool. Hopefully Nintendo does something with that information. You know, people want it. I know they haven't done anything with it yet, but whatever.
Let's be real.
I mean, why go through the effort of releasing Earthbound Beginnings and not Mother 3? Like, I don't understand why.
Nintendo does whatever the fuck Nintendo does, man.
That's fair, man.
Steve's getting out here. Thanks for stopping by, Steve.
Yeah,
thanks for the raid.
Steve. Yeah, man. Thanks for the link. We'll definitely check you guys out for sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Go check out twitch.tv/justaposition or justapositionpodcast.com.
Yeah, man. You be good, Steve. Stay safe, buddy. All right. We're going to end the show off with some game releases. February 22nd, we got the Destiny 2 expansion, The Witch Queen, coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, and Xbox Series X. Honestly, I forgot this was happening.
Yeah, it's a $40 expansion. I think they all
it is
are,
a paid expansion.
I don't know. Destiny is just not. I don't know.
You were talking up Destiny last time we talked about it.
Yeah, it's good, but like with all these expansions and shit, I'm just like,
it's easy to get overwhelmed.
It's free to play up to a certain point, and that's what you should play. I've not gotten any of the expansions, so I'm gonna be honest with that. Like when it comes to the expansions, I'm not putting money down. But whatever's there that's free to play, you should play because it's good for that.
Yeah.
But they
I'll
keep like
check it out.
removing shit and then adding shit, so like you don't really get. I don't know how you get the full experience anymore because every time they add some shit, they gotta remove or tweak some other shit. So like, I don't know how that game begins anymore.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. I haven't played it yet, so I should. It's on Game Pass. I probably should, but whatever. Well, it's free to
Yeah,
play too, so
yeah.
whatever. But yeah, that's out. It's coming out February 22nd. We also got a Monarch release on February 22nd for PC, Switch, PS4, and PS5. Monarch looks cool. It's RPG by I can't remember the creator, but he worked on Shin Megami Tensei, and you know I Fox was Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
This looks more like Persona to me. I've heard some good things about it. It looks interesting. I might check it out later, but I'm playing so many RPGs right now, man. I don't have room to fit another one.
The art style is really cool.
Art style is cool. I like the art style a lot. I just don't have time to like invest in another RPG. We also got Monster Crown releasing on PS4 and Xbox One. Monster Crown has been on Steam since like July 2020,
Yeah.
but this looks cool. It's like a Pokemon style game.
It's probably a Pokemon game that's better than Pokemon.
All the reviews say it's like Pokemon for grown-ups, so it looks like if Pokemon was a proper RPG made for adults,
Okay.
I think that would be this.
Yeah. This is my wish list, so I knew about it.
There's so many of these like Pokemon inspired games that just look better than Pokemon, dude. It like hurts. Cassette Beast is another one I'm like super interested in. I can't wait till that comes out.
Yeah.
We also got Soul Cresta coming out for PC, Switch, PS4. It's February 22nd.
So
So
yeah,
here's this looks cool as fuck.
this is a Platinum Games game.
Yeah.
So I remember when they announced this, they made a very big deal about it, and people were like, yeah, where's Bayonetta?"
I was one of those people.
Yeah.
I was one of those people. But this looks incredible. So it's a arcade style shoot 'em up with a twist. So you pilot 3 different fighters, and you could form up, split up, control them individually. This looks really cool.
Yeah. I'm actually a sucker for like scrolling shooters like this. So
I wouldn't say I'm like a sucker for them, but I played a couple shooters that have like, absorbed my whole weekend, so to speak.
yeah.
Um, and this looks like one of them that'll do that if I'm being honest. Just the form switching is so cool. I got such a cool little gimmick I've never seen in a shoot 'em up before. I think this will be a lot of fun. Okay, this looks cool. I'm into it. Platinum can do no wrong, dude.
I mean, you haven't played Anarchy Reigns, have you?
That's true. That is true. I have not yet, and I haven't. So to me, like Platinum's 100%.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 because I haven't played Anarchy Reigns yet. But yeah, that's everything coming out February 22nd. We got Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster coming out for PC, Android, and iOS February 23rd. I forgot these Pixel remasters were coming out, honestly. Yeah, excuse me. This is the first line of a bunch of like 2D sprite-based Final Fantasy games that are getting remasters with new graphics, new audio, remodeled sprites. I don't know. I don't hold any nostalgia for these sprite-based Final Fantasy games, so I don't know how they compare.
Yeah. I don't. People were upset that they fixed the Doom Train suplex,
Oh, I heard about that.
or they unfixed it, in some opinion. But yeah,
Yeah, I heard about that. So that's a bummer. But memes aside, I don't have any nostalgia for this game, so I don't know. how this game is, if it's any good, or how this
Well,
remaster
six
can
is the
compare to
one
the
that
original.
everyone. Six is the one that people were like, no, this is the best one ever. Period.
Yeah, I
So
know like a lot of circles like this is like a lot of like Final Fantasy hipsters are like, oh, everything seven as it was when it all went downhill, man. Six was the last good Final Fantasy game.
yeah, and some people that like really like nine. I heard nine sometimes.
What's crazy to me is that, oh, excuse me, we got remakes of these games. Some of these games already. If you look at the whole at the end of that trailer, they announced like all the games that are getting remasters. We are getting remaster of Final Fantasy One, Final Fantasy Two,
Okay, you don't have
Final
to name them
Fantasy
all.
Three. Yeah. The
One through six.
point is, 3 and 4 both got remakes on the DS, and those
Yeah,
remakes got ported to PC and mobile. So what's the point on these like pixel remasters?
I guess it's for people who just want the pixel style and not the changed graphics. Even
The
though
way
this
I've been
is
told, though, oh, excuse me, those remakes, those 3D remakes, actually enhance the gameplay too.
yeah,
Like they enhance other stuff for the job system. They offer more jobs that weren't available, more story stuff that wasn't available. So those are like quote
but
unquote
these
definitive
aren't. So if
versions.
you already own the games, I think you still it upgrades to this. I think I could be wrong on
If,
that, but
here's where it's so confusing. If you type in Final Fantasy 3 on Steam, it takes you to different pages. Final Fantasy 3 and the Final Fantasy 3, and it has to specify 3D remake.
yeah. So three is a classic. So before they did the pixel remasters, these games are already on Steam, but now I think
Yeah.
they're just upgrading them into this. So I think that's what it's still the classic games. It just looks different, or it looks slightly
I
pixel
mean,
upgraded.
all right.
It's confusing. It's confusing, but
It is
basically
confusing. It's
the
confusing as
3D
fuck.
things is if you want the upgraded 3D shit, you can still get that. But these are like the original games, but
Yeah.
slightly just fixed up
It just it's
for
weird to me though, because like the 3 remake had so many quality of life changes. Like,
yeah
why would you go back? But whatever. It's like the talk we were having earlier with like the 3DS version of Majora's Mask versus the N64.
yeah
That's what this is. But they're selling them side by side. You can buy the 3DS version of Majora's Mask if you want, or you can buy the N64 version with a upscale when that comes out later.
yeah
Is what I'm seeing here. But whatever. I mean, to each their own. People want that pixel remaster. They want that original pixel base game. That's fine with them. But I played 3 remake. It's good. It's a really good game. It's a really fun game. And I haven't played the original 3, but from the side by side comparison I've been reading on just like the quality of life changes, the story changes, the 3D remake's a superior game.
it's weird. You
That's a
can't
hill I'm
just
ready to
go
die
to
on.
the page. Like you can't just go to the store page. It keeps like erroring out.
That's probably a you problems. I'm not having that issue. But
Okay,
whatever.
well,
February 24th, we have Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's a fucking mouthful.
nice.
It's a
You got
racing
it.
game.
You nailed it.
It's a racing game. It's coming out on PS5 and Xbox Series X February 24th. Even though it's been out on Steam since like 2019, but whatever.
Well, they gotta catch up on the next gen shit.
Yeah, this is an official like GT World Racing game. This is supposed to be like a GT simulator. So there you go. It's there if you guys want to play it. We've had our opinions on like these like Gran Turismo GT simulators before, and I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah, they're just too vanilla for me.
Yeah, same. And this game looks pretty. Don't get me wrong. Graphically, it looks really pretty, but I mean, Gran Turismo is coming out on PS5. You got Forza Horizon on Xbox, why would you buy this? Honestly, but whatever. To each their own. This must be a slow news week because we also got Eden Zero Pocket Galaxy, a mobile game based on the anime coming out on iOS and Android February
It's a
24th.
Konami game. Uh, it's a Konami game. That's why it's important. Because Konami just put out a new game. And it's on mobile.
I mean, it's not a
I don't know.
pachinko game, so that's a step up.
Yeah. It looks okay too, you know. Top
I've never
down
I've never
action
watched Eden
RPG.
Zero. I've heard it's good, but I've never watched it.
I've never even heard of it, to be honest.
It's a new anime by the guy who did Fairy Tale.
Oh,
I think he did One Piece too, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
okay. I can see that.
But yeah, the Fairy Tale guy did Eden Zero. I think it's on Netflix. I think it released on Netflix. But we're getting an iOS Android game from Konami. So, on one hand, RPG based on a popular anime, so that's not doing any favors. And it's about Konami, so that's not doing any favors. And it's on mobile, so statistically speaking, I don't think this game's gonna be good. But
It looks okay. I'm just judging it by the screenshots. It looks like it could be okay.
we'll see, man. Oh, excuse me. We'll see, man. We'll see when it comes out. It's coming out February 24th. Yeah, February 24th. So pre-purchase it on your Android or iOS device. We got Atelier Sophie 2, The Alchemist Mysterious Dream, coming out February 25th for PC, Switch, PS4. I've never played any of the Atelier games, honestly. I've never.
Has anyone ever played any of these games? Let's be honest.
Enough people are if they're releasing a new one every year, so.
I guess. But I don't know.
I've never played them. It's developed by Koei Tecmo, so it's not like they don't have games. Like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Koei Tecmo makes games. They don't need people to buy this one to keep making them.
yeah.
But I don't know. No one ever talks about this shit. No one ever talks about. Nobody talks about these games, man.
Yeah, dude. So that's why I don't know. I've never played any of them. I don't know anyone that's played any of them. Even like some dedicated RPG YouTubers I follow don't really talk about them. So, who is this for?
I think I had one of these on PS3. I played it a little bit, very little, and like it was okay.
I've never played any of them, so I'm not gonna go out and shell money for okay. How much is that game? Like $50, $60?
I'm gonna go ahead and say 60, but yeah, that's a $60 game.
I'm not gonna shell out $60 for okay.
Or you can pay 115 for the Ultimate Edition.
I want to. Who bought this edition? Who bought this? I want them on the show to talk about it. Please tell me what I'm missing on this game because it looks like vanilla. It looks like the most vanilla, average bargain bin RPG I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
I want to meet who bought this like $100-something deluxe edition, and say like, how much money do you make first off? Like, where'd you get the money to buy it? I want to know because that's going to determine like how much I value your opinion. And why buy that version? You can buy a lot of games for $120, man. Like, why this one specifically? Jokes aside, they always review well. I don't know who's playing them though. I've never heard anything about them. Like, fuck. Whatever. Jokes aside, that's coming out February 25th on everything. So go check it out. Elden Ring is also coming out February 25th.
Yeah.
I thought this already came out. This is like how out of the loop I am. Elden Ring looks good. It's coming out on everything: PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series X. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It looks good. It looks like Dark Souls Breath of the Wild, which I know I'm sick of like hearing that comparison too, but it really does look like Dark Souls Breath of the Wild. I don't have any other way to describe it.
Yeah. But For me, it's the art style. It's the presentation of the whole thing. It's the visuals,
Oh
like
yeah.
in a way that like Dark Souls just never hit, or like even Bloodborne, which is like my favorite one, the only one I like. This visually is hitting me in a way I'm like, dude, this is incredible.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Coming out February 25th. It's got multiplayer, so if you like it, I might pick it up. Yeah, but this looks cool. I've been hearing a lot of like Dark Souls YouTubers that I follow have been talking this up quite a bit. Iron Pineapple recommended it when he played the demo. The Sphere Hunter recommended it too. She's really cool. So I don't know, man. It looks cool. Like I might check this out. Um, Eventually, maybe it's on sale or something. I don't think I want to drop like 60 bones on that, but whatever.
You can get it for
Um,
40. You can get it for 50 right now on DL Gamer.
oh, okay, there we go. We also got Grid Legends coming out February 25th. Another like racing sim.
Yeah, but this one is at least more arcadey in the sense that like
Yeah.
it has like a little like storyline thing to it if you care about that. They announced this during the last game, not Game Awards. Was it Game Awards? No, it was the what's the other thing that Jeff Keighley does? Maybe it was the Game Awards.
Oh fuck! I was talking about that that game jam. No, what the fuck did he call it? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, Game Fest. The
Game
Game
Fest. There it
Fest.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where they showed this.
Also, Grid's like an ongoing series, right? I heard the other games are pretty good.
I played the first one, like the first one, and it was so bad. It wasn't bad. I take that back. It's just I don't like track racers. I don't
Same.
like being constrained to a track anymore.
Same. I just don't like racers, but I think it's just track racers that ruin them for me.
Yeah.
I mean, this
So
looks fine. If this is your cup of tea, man, again, everything PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X, dropping February 25th. Go check it out if that's your cup of tea, but it's not mine, so I'm not going to play it. But yeah, that'll do it, man. That's everything. That's everything on the show. Shout outs to the Just a Position podcast for coming in, talking with us.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll definitely check out your guys' show. Thank you so much for dropping your link. You can also find us on Discord. Sabi, tell people where they can find us, man.
guys, you can go to Gameoverse.com. You can go to Gameoverse.com/Twitch. You can go to Gameoverse.com/YouTube. You can go to Gameoverse.com/Discord. We're in there just chilling out every hour, every day. So there's someone posting something stupid in there or interesting, but mostly stupid these days. You can catch us just doing stuff, man. Just chilling out live, talking about video games. So if that's your cup of tea, hit us up, check us out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Yep,
so
that's it. Check us out. Tell us how much we suck.
Yeah, well, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't tell me to kill myself either, because I'll do it.
Yeah,
Like
it'll be
around
the
that
first
edge.
time.
Now, jokes aside, thank everybody who came in to listen. Again, shout outs to the Disposition podcast. Everyone be good. Stay safe.
Thanks.